Yes, Neil. Yes, that is true. That is very, very true. Let's do this. This was 54.25. This is break 54.25. I'm going to change that, and then I'm going to print this sheet out, and we're going to get a little ripping in. Now, folks, don't get... I'll start kind of slow just so we can look at it because we haven't opened the product yet, but I am not going to go through all the base that's in this. It's a lot. So we'll start slow, and then I'm going to kind of roll through, go straight to the hits. And that's what I'm going to top load too. The other stuff, they'll get top loaded at a different time. Caden, so Bowman historically is the card that you want of the guy that matters. If you get the Bowman first or the Bowman first auto, those are the ones you want. Those are the ones that resell the best. Those are the big, big, big cards when the prospect ends up mattering. This is break 54.25. As soon as that updates, I will put the break right back in there. Let's see if it has or has not. We are, Trevor. We're ripping in momentarily. I'm just dropping the next break in there. Same exact break. Waldies, so if you're going to want it shipped to a different address, you're going to need to go in there and change it, but you also need to direct message 238 cards the address, just in case it doesn't work. That's really your only avenue there. But if you go in there and update it, it should take before we ever ship it to you. But make sure you DM us too. Don't do just one, do both. That way we have two different places for it. The next break is in the shop, and it is pinned. It is identical to this. All right, this is break 54.25. All replays go to YouTube. 238 Cards on YouTube is where it's at. Take a screenshot of this if you think you might miss some, because that way you'll have the break number and you go back and find it. I'm going to take these down because Topps Chrome Black does not like to stand up at all. And I say we start with one of these big old jumbos here. That's what I say. That's what I say. Let's get into it, folks. Good luck. Same exact break is pinned at the bottom of your screen right now, and we're going to get some ripping in. Good luck. Good morning, Noni. Wow, look at all these cards. Yikes. Jumbo Madness. 28 cards per pack. Yikes. Should be 3 autos? Yep, 3 autos. And I'm not ashamed, you guys. If you see something that needs to be taken care of immediately and I missed it, throw it out there. I'd rather the card be taken care of. That's what I prefer. Wow, it's a lot of cards. All right, let's see what's going on here. Nice, Neil. Yeah, I threw all that base away. No, I gave it to a local school. No, I didn't do any of that. Keyshaw Smith, Otani, Olsen, Marte. Here is the second. There's Sal Stewart. What up, dog? Hang on, I just want to see how these go because I haven't done them yet. So there's some rookies. Sal Stewart, Bryce Matthews, Cole Young. All right, here's the refractors. Bryce Eldridge, Aaron Judge on the Bowman Sterling, Stanford, Snell, Kova, Tyson Lewis for the Reds, and Daniel Dickinson. And then we've got some more base back here, a few Bowman first. Figueroa, they got them all mixed up in here. Jones, Carey, there's Fisher, and Salas with a Thomas White, the 19th prospect for the Marlins. Let's take care of these real quick. Yes, it sure is. You're absolutely right. No, nobody gave me any base. They all sent it to you. Nice try, though. Have fun with your base. Yeah, I got it. I got it. Buxton, Trout, Alvarez, Devers, Langford. So it looks like about 5 base cards. And then we get a few rookies. Stowers and Sasaki. Under the radar for the Blue Jays, Trey Savage, okay. Jesus Made on the Electric Sluggers. Fernandez, Brent, George Lombard. There's a good one. Arquette for the Marlins. Kayama. Charlie Condon on the die cut. Power chords. Electric Sluggers, Roman Anthony. Emerson, Stanford, Dvalin, Bullard, Mejia, Hageman, Lewis, Montgomery. We want that. Braylon, Santana, and Cade Anderson for... There you go, brother. Little Cade Anderson action. Roman Anthony. It's going to be a lot of inserts, isn't there? LFJ, that just means you get all the base cards. Not the rookies, just the base cards. And Arquette. He's in this. Yes, Z-Walk, he's in this product. I guess we'll find out when we actually pull one. If we pull one. You savage. This is going to be a ton of cards, by the way. This is going to be a ton of cards. We're going to be here all day if I don't just go through this stuff, you guys. It's too many. That's a ton of cards. So we'll go through the base. Someone will top load this stuff after the fact. Morales. We got an auto here. James Quinn Irons out of $2.99 for the Rays. Bowman first. What's up, Mike? A lot of die cuts, apparently. Christian Moore for the Angels. Gonzalez, Carlos, Sanchez, Hope, and Yannick. Clark, Arias. I knew there were some Bowman first in here. Urbina. Coy James, Fernandez, Quintana, Madonna, and Charlie Condon. Take care of these die cuts for sure. I don't want them just sitting around. Well, there's one auto. Should be two more. And again, all of these cards will be taken care of after the fact. But we'll make sure and take care of the big hits. Right here, right now. Yamamoto. Holiday. Hediger. Caden Hediger for the Phillies on the Acha. We'll take that, Phillies. Caglione. Bazana, Klein, Martinez, and Rodriguez. Irish. Houston. Hediger. Pedro. Santana. Fernandez, Gonzalez, and Kason Cunningham for the Diamondbacks. It's the same exact break pin at the bottom. Make cards great again, Mike said. Make cards great again. That's right, bro. We got this. What's up, Buddha? So yeah, that paper base spot is for quite a bit of cards. Because you're going to get these cards. Cards like this. Teal, Caglione, Bubba Chandler, You Savage, Sal Stewart. Sorry, I'm a Reds fan. My bad. I'll stop. My fault. Cal Raleigh for them Mariners. Jared Jones, Eric Hartman, Kendry Churio, Walcott, and Ethan Holiday with, let's see here. I'm trying to separate these Bowman's first paper cards. Hartman, Pierce, Ethan again, Scarborough, Anderson, and Robert Calaz for the Rockies. Robert Kalaz. Because he's got it like that. And here, I'm going to take care. This is the first Scarborough I saw, so let's take care of him. Ethan Holiday. Respect my authority. We had the Chrome Ethan Holiday. We take those as well. We had the Kendry Churio. It's a pretty good pack without an auto in it. And, of course, Cal Raleigh chilling over here. Lot of inserts, it looks like. A lot of inserts. A plethora might be the right word to use there. Garcia. And these base cards, the paper ones, they're okay. There just won't be anything crazy. Basalo for the Orioles. There we go. Now we're talking tight chain. Holla. Luis Quintana. Lacombe, Rumfield, and Ramos. With Lalane, Yannick. I might have to just... I'm not going to be able to separate all these. It's just too many. Walcott, Martinez, Blue, Blake Mitchell out of 150, and Mejia for the Orioles. Good morning, Sage. Yes, paper base is a paper base spot, Ryan. That's exactly what it is. So did I, Kaysen. No, I didn't. All right, I'm going to start doing this a certain way. We're going to pick up the pace here a little bit. There's just too many cards. I'm going to need 2 bins for all these cards for one break. Shohei. Jacob Mizorowski, Freddie Freeman, Junior Caminero, Josh Noth, Arroyo, Frobos, Owens, Culpepper, Jesus, Eli's in here, Justin Gonzalez, we've been looking for him, Nelly Taylor, Shitaro Mori, Arias, and Duno for the Reds. Prospect number 51. Okay. Wonder how many Reds we get per box. Now you got to realize some of these guys, these rookies say rookie, but they've got cards probably 4 years ago, or some of them were their first cards. So baseball comes out with rookie cards over and over and over again when it's the first time they printed that card for that person. But I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Fernandez, there he is. Cam. Andrew Tess. On the Acha. DePaula for the Dodgers. Nelly Taylor, Cade Anderson, White, Waldschmidt, Copen. And then some more paper with Daniel Pierce for the Rays. Aries, today's not a day for random questions. Let's try those. You can have one random question on Saturday at 9:30 in the morning. So just put that down in your journal so you remember it. Okay. Thanks. Let's see. Sal Stewart again. That's my boy. What is this? Scooble out of 399. Junior Caminero. Shohei Ohtani on the Electric Sluggers. Bullard. Encarnacion Mitchell. Salas. And a Walker Yannick on like the reptile print. And some more base. Aloy for the Orioles. That's right. Get him. Get her. Get her, Eddie. She knows that. She thinks she's cool. She thinks she's funny. All right? She thinks she's real funny. Don't worry. Don't worry. Aries will be passed out in the next half hour. It'll be fine. Junior Caminero. The Orioles auto is Andrew Tess. Z-Walk. Andrew Tess. And we got a nice Scooble here for the Tigers. That's right, C9. Purdy only shows up in the delights. Eddie. Let's see here. I will show all the cards. Colson Montgomery again. Shohei on the Bowman Sterling. Bryce Harper on the Electric Sluggers. Caden Scarborough we want. Keaton Anthony. Andrew Fisher we want. Nick and Arun Namala. With Dax Kilby. There are Bowman First paper in the middle of these. I'm going to leave that up to the shipping crew because it will be here forever if I don't. Tate. Eduardo Tate for the Twins. I'm seeing a ton. Now, it might just be the jumbos, but look how many die cuts are in this. It's a lot of die cuts. Now, of course, they're probably just run-of-the-mill regular inserts, but still, there's a bunch of them. Harry Ford. Drake Baldwin's chilling. Wizenhunt. Brady House, yes, please, for the Nationals. We'll take that. Aloy for the Orioles. Pedro Ibargüen. Seo Jun Moon. Like some of these guys, Andrew Tess, Gavin Klein, Jamie Arnold, Owen Carey, Namala, and Blake Mitchell. Aries, it's going to be all right. It's going to be just fine. All right? I promise. It's going to be all right. Arnold's, it's not a Bowman First or a rookie. I don't know if they misprinted it or something, Mike. Or you might just be saying he's a good player. Oh boy. Brady House has been showing up. Ellie. See, look at all the die cuts. Churio. We want that. Arquette for the Marlins. Perez. McGonigal. Net. Aloy. And Azokar out of 150 on that reptile print. That's what it looks like to me anyways. Justin, you're not supposed to know all of these players. Now, if you judiciously only care about baseball, then maybe you know a little bit more than some, but you're not going to know all the other persons. Aries, hey, Aries, Eddie, time to make up. I don't want to see any more of that in the chat. You two make up now. You heard what I said, and I said what I said, and I meant what I said when I said it. It's time to make up now. Enough of this hogwash. All right, that was just one jumbo. My goodness gracious. Well, tell them to stop it. Who else said something? Stop it. You stop it right now, or you're going to have to deal with me, and you don't want that. Let's do a delight. Let's see what's in the delights. Empty. Got a lot of color in there. Okay. Houston for the Twins. Gutierrez. Walker Yannick. Okamoto. Red for the Blue Jays. Pablo Nunez for the Reds out of 150. Look at you, Burra, already. Owen Carey auto for the Braves. Yep, we want that too, Jeff. Ricardo Cova for the Mariners out of 125. This one's out of 250, Gino. Wyatt Sanford, red, 1 out of 5. Yikes. Okay. There's one of those Pirates prospects. Hi. 1 out of 5. And Jackson Churio was chilling in the back. That's a nasty card. That's a nasty card. Let me take care of these. I'm going to take care of all of these. It's a jumbo. So, I mean, it's Delight. Delight has what? How many there were no base cards in the Delight, which is supposed to be that way. But we got some good autos out of it, too. I mean, Delight overall, Aries is usually like that. Delights, usually they make them to be the better ones. It's basically good cards without all the extras. All right, let's do a Topps Chrome Black. And then we'll just do it all over again. It's supposed to be delightful. Chance, you should be able to hit... Oh, where's my... There it is. You should be able to hit in all of any hobby the case hits. And with Topps, you usually can hit the other stuff too. Like in retail. Maybe not every single case hit they have, but you can hit some. Marte, Navarez, Garcia for the Pirates. Bo Bichette out of 99 and Will Smith with Dylan Dingla. And then there's an encased card in there too. Jasco, this product came out 30 minutes ago. I'm not sure yet. I don't know. I did some research, but baseball ain't no joke. It's going to take a little while to open it for a while to know all the answers without having to think about it. So your best bet is to just look it up because I don't want to say yes or no because I'm not sure. Crochet, Swellenbach, Cody Freeman for the Rangers, Denzer Guzman out of 10, and Byron Buxton. Nobody likes the Dodgers, Aries. Stop it. And let's see what our encased card is. Empty. Well, that looks like an Oriole to me. Jordan Westberg on the auto for the Orioles. Tight chain. The Orioles are doing all right. They doing all right. They doing all right. Let's go ahead and open the other one too. Let's open. Actually, no. This is big. This is Big Magilla. We got to get through these. They're monstrous. 28 cards a pack. 28 cards a pack. Empty. What's a Magilla? Go look up on your favorite web browser the Big Magilla. That should clear some things up for you. Roman Anthony. And you're going to get a ton of base rookies. Like that's like the 5th Sal Stewart I've seen already in the paper. Leo DeVries, Bryce Eldridge for the Giants. Yes, please. Ferrara, Duran, Brito, Martinez, and Mayfield. And then you're going to get a ton more. See that? Look at that. Look at all that. Look at all that. Nate George for the Orioles. Salty. Salty, stop that. It's too early for such things. There's new people in here, too. Be nice. Be nice. There's new people in here. That was a good pack, actually. Mr. DeVries. And Mr. Eldridge. Good morning, TJ. And I'm going to take care of this Roman Anthony because I feel like it's the first one I've seen so far. Toby, appreciate that. Good morning. We are the deal. We put our best price out there from the jump, and I'd say 99% of the time it's better than anywhere else. But I appreciate you asking. Basalo, Blaine Bullard out of 150 on the auto. Going to the Blue Jays. Who got the Blue Jays? Bird the Legend did. Well, hello, Morgan. Franklin Arias for the Red Sox. Mendez for the Padres. Torres, Condon, Guillen, and Ebel. With some more paper-based rookies and base cards. And Billy Carlson. One thing's for certain. I think people are walking away with a bunch of cards. That I do know. Oh, well, Toby, the Tigers are at an excellent price. To get the Tigers at the price that they're at with a chance at McGonigal, it don't get no better than that. Not in the 6 hobby break. 2 Delights, 2 Jumbos, and 2 Topps Chrome Black hobbies. That's where it's at, man. They're actually inexpensive compared to some of these other teams. CJ Kafus. Pink Mason Wynn out of 175. That's paper. Caglione red. Yes, please. Hang on. Let's take care of that immediately. Hi, Emma. Let's take care of that immediately. Walker Jenkins, Ronald Acuna. Toby, that's a good price on them. Okay, Toby, think of it this way. All right? I'm gonna make it easy. You take $80 and divide it by 6. That's how much it's costing you to get the Tigers in every one of those hobby boxes. Now tell me that doesn't make sense. What is that? $15? $15 a box, or maybe a little bit less. Mejia, Parker, Montgomery, Lacombe, some more base rookies and base cards, and Namala for the Blue Jays. Okay. I agree, Stoney. I agree. If the Tigers are there right now, they shouldn't be. I'll tell you that. I don't know if they are or aren't, but they shouldn't be. Little numbered Mason Wynn. I figured they were, Johnny. I wonder if these can be numbered. All these die cuts that are coming out of these. And don't worry, you guys. All the cards are coming out to you. But for sake of not being here all day, I'm going to let the shipping crew sort all this. Chase Burns, J.J. Weatherholt, Daniel Pierce, Lelane for the Yankees, Justin Gonzalez, Carlson and Shelton. Look at all these cards. Ryan Waldschmidt for the Diamondbacks. Can they be numbered double? I figured they could be. I was kind of just thinking out loud right there. But we'll definitely take these. Justin Gonzalez. Lane. Mr. Pierce. Okay. 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 The people that I was watching opening this, they were just like, and just went straight to the card. I'm going to at least show you the cards. Edward Florentino. That looks nice. Kova for the Mariners. Arias, Figueroa, Montero, and Dvalin. Some more base and rookie paper. And Tyler Brimner for the Angels. Roman Anthony on the die cut. There's like 5 to 6 die cuts in every one. Jack Caglione Electric Sluggers. Florentino. Songjun Kim. Ortiz, Emerson, and Kilby. Old Jamie Arnold. And Jackson Wiggins for the Cubs. Talk about another team that's easy to get, the Cubs. I saw that, I was like, what? I'd probably, if I was a Cubs fan, I'd probably sit here and just get them all day. I'm like, I don't even care. Just give me an Acha. I just want an Acha, that's all. Can I have an Acha? Caglione. And Roman Anthony. All right, let's get some of this out of the way here. I might actually make it with one bin. Maybe. I don't know. It's iffy. It's iffy. I mean, 28 cards a pack. That's more than a hanger. They're living up to that jumbo name, aren't they? It is baseball all day, my friend. It's release day, Bowman style. Riley Nelson on the auto for the Guardians. Going to C9. Connor Griffin, we want that too. Tunic. Eli Willits, Pena, Santana. Caden Scarborough out of 250. Now that's a good card. Who ended up getting the Rangers? Zimmy. There you go, Zimmy. There you go, Brian. Then we got some more base rookies and base cards with Xavier Neans for the Astros out of 299 and Slade Caldwell for the Diamondbacks. I'm seeing a lot of Diamondbacks here, Chelsea. Seen a lot of Diamondbacks. Actually, I'm seeing a lot of every team. There's too many cards for that not to be the case. O'Reilly Nelson auto we'll take. And this is what I'm saying. You don't ever know with these. These are the cards that you want, you know. These are the cards you want when it's all said and done. You may not know it today, but when you're going through your box 2 years from now and you find that, you know, Riley Nelson auto and he's going off, like that's what it's all about. That's what Bowman brings to the table. Garcia, Chase Burns. Oh, red Roman Anthony. Well, Boston. Have yourself a deed. P-Tang. We take that, P-Tang. There you go, brother. A little treat. A little slab, perhaps. Rodriguez. Francisco Lindor. Jesus Made. Leo DeVries. Paul Lennon. Harbor. And DePaula. And let's put these here and here. Some more base rookies and base cards. And Gage Jump. Now, there is a all base spot for just the regular base cards. I can tell you right now. I tell you right now that there's no way that that's not a good spot to have. It's just not. I hope we do, Luis. I sure hope we do. I'm a believer. I'm a believer. I just know that whoever gets that all base spot's getting sent a ton of cards. I can see it. Yes, tight chain, correct. It's going to cost $48 to ship. Let's see here. We've got Fernando Tatis, Sanford, Polanco, James, Valdez, and Maury. Some more base rookies and base cards with a Cam Collier. It's my boy. Prospect number 95 out of 100. He's nasty. I don't know about that. It sounded good, though, didn't it? It sounded like I knew what I was talking about. Sometimes you just got to wing it. I'm not sure. I'll tell you right now. 10 spots left in the next break. And I'll try and go over what the, I don't know what 10 teams are there, but I'll try to go over the prospects that may be available for some of those once I'm done ripping this. We got Ethan Holiday, Hill for the Twins, Mitchell, Fiend, and Len. Oh, he's pretty good. That guy's pretty good. That A's pitcher. Brady out of $4.99. I couldn't see the number. Some more base rookies and base cards with Luis Pena. Luis, they're not doing too great here as of late. We've won like 2 out of 10, I think. Maybe even worse than that. 2 out of 12. We haven't been playing very well. We're still over 500, but we lost that big lead we had. We were like 10 games over 500 at one point. We're not anymore. Happens quick. Pirates annihilated us, then the Cubs annihilated us. So that's where the Reds are right now. That's where the current state of affairs are for the Reds. And we still got 2 more hobbies in this. So don't you fret. 10 teams remain. The break is identical. It is pinned at the bottom of your screen. Mizorowski, Beavers. We got a Ryan Waldschmidt. Okay. Fernando Tatis, one more again. Carlos Verhonda, Hageman, Weatherholt, Hunter, Celestin. You know the deal. You know the drill. And a Max Clark for the Tigers. Oh, I forgot about old Max Clark. I'm not sure how the Braves are doing. The Braves were doing good. I don't know if they still are, but they were doing good. Yes, Oates, I'm going to do another one. Now, we're going to run this break more than a couple of times this morning. I'm getting familiar with the product as we go. Again, you guys, if you see some big error that I made, throw it out there. If it's menial, don't throw it out there. But if it's something like, hey, bro, you need to go back, let me know. I'd rather know it and not know it than not know it, okay? I'm going to use your brains as well. And together, we shall rule the world. Carlson Montgomery. Chase Burns for them Reds. Uh-oh. Pedro Ibargüen out of 250. It is Oates. I just hate that I don't know everybody. It's too many to know. Well, he looks like a pretty good player. Let's see here. Arquette we want as well. Pena, Urbina, Jose Urbina. Rodriguez for the Guardians, Neans, and Richie. Then we got some more of this, and a little bit of that, and a little bit more of this and that, and Kalen Culpepper. Nailed it. I don't know if I did or didn't. I tried. All right, we still got 2 hobbies left. All right, if I could show you all the cards that are in this, it's insane. Like, this isn't just the ones that I've top-loaded. I'm looking over here to the other ones. It's insane, you guys. This is a break. I wouldn't like have trepidation right now. I think pretty much everybody's going to get something. Even if you don't get something that knocks it completely out of the park, you're not going to be like sad after this. I'm not seeing anybody that's going to be sad after any of these breaks. But let me get these together here because there are a lot of cards, man. Holy moly. Okay, let's do the Topps Chrome Black and we'll end with the last delight. I got you, C9. Well, that's part of this. Anybody that really, truly knows this product in and out, they have to actually be, like, committed. Truly, truly committed. Because baseball has so many players, there's no way you could possibly know them all. But I'm sure there's people out there that do. Probably people that only break baseball all the time. It's either that or you don't look at any other sports. You could do it if you did it that way too. Harris, Ellie De La Cruz, Lubob, Fernandez, Cam Smith out of 75 for them Astros, and Owen Cassie. See, like Tight Chain, he only does baseball, so that means he's probably got more of an extensive knowledge, all around knowledge. But still, I know Tight Chain. I've been collecting baseball my whole life. It's not easy to know, especially the prospects. Karros, Trout, plus the prospects end up changing. One guy matters for a year, and then the next year he doesn't, and a whole nother guy matters. Horton, Garrett Crochet out of 50, Christian Campbell, and Stephen Kwan. And that's just the way the minor leagues treat some of these guys. Sometimes they just don't always pan out. All right, let's see what this encased card is. Empty box. It's a Philly out of 199. Otto Kemp on the auto for the Phillies. Going to Jason. There you go, Jason. There you go, Jason. Yeah, it can, Tight Chain. Well, that's because teams give up on their players quick, but yes, it can. All right, let's see what's in this delight here. Empty. Antunes, Miller, Namala, Nolan McLean for the Mets, going to J&A. Giancarlo, Orange Wave out of 25. He's got a nice little auto there, going to the Giants, and we've got a redemption here. Topps Online redemption card. Congratulations. You are due to receive a Chrome Prospects 1 autograph variation refractor parallel of Marique Houston for the Twins, going to ZJ. ZJ knew something. He always does. Nick. Wow. Monastery for the Astros. Ike Irish for the Orioles. I think this might be out of 10. For the Mariners, Colt Emerson. First on print out of 10. How about that, Gino? We'll take that. And a Electric Sluggers, Mookie Betts. Nice hit there, Gino. Out of 10. That's a keeper. A little deed. A little deed. Giancarlo. Now, somebody tell me what that is. Is it CO? Is it CO? Is that what that is? Giancarlo CO? Or is that he drives an S10? I'm not sure. It's one of the two. Marique Houston on the redemption. Ike Irish. He drives an S10. Is that what it is, Locat? I thought it might be because he drives an S10. I figured. And Nolan McLean. Now let me do a recap of this. My goodness, you guys, this is quite the break. This is quite the break. All right, now look at these that I didn't even. I probably top loaded too many. I'm gauging it. This is my first one I've ripped, so. I'm not going to top load that many again. It's just too much. This is a monstrous break. These 6 hobbies together create monster. I'm not even going to try to figure out who needs to be where. We're just going to do a recap of this because there's just too many cards. There's too many. Look at this. I went through a whole pack of top loaders. And I didn't even top load them all. Autos and numbered. That's absolutely right, Tight Chain. That's what we're going to go through. Or red rookie. That's what we're going to go through. There's just too many. And then the shipping crew will take care of the rest after the fact. They're very, very good at what they do. Okay, we've got Akamoto, Kova out of 250. You had a good little break there, Gino. Arquette, McGonigal, Azakar for the Red Sox out of 150. Aloy, Mitchell, Tate, Caminero, Nunez out of 150. Ibargwin out of 250. Hediger, Tess, Carey, and Quinn Irons on the auto for the Rays. Caglione, Griffin, Aloy, Roman Anthony, Yannick, Yasavage, Arquette, and Condon, Deneau, Basallo, Holiday, Calaz, Stewart and DePaula, Mejia, Blake Mitchell was out of 150, and Jesus Made. Cade Anderson, Mizorowski, Eldridge, White, McLean, Irish. Redemption is Marique Houston for the Twins. S10, Orange out of 25. Colt Emerson, first on print out of 10. Crochet, Cam Smith, Chase Burns, Culpepper, Abel, Tatis Jr., and Roman Anthony. Nelson, Scarborough, Anthony, Caglione. That's nice. Arias, Carlson, Cody Freeman, Bullard, Guzman, Wyatt, Sanford out of 5. That's a good hit. Red out of 5. Churio, Brady House, Scooble was out of 399, and Otani. So many CADs. So many CADs. Monastery, Betts, Cassie, Arquette, Urbina, Rodriguez, Waldschmidt, Mark, Holiday, Hill, Lynn, Pena, Stanford, Collier, Rodriguez, Lindor, Harbor, Jump, and Nance. See if I can work my magic and actually get all of these into one bin. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. Caldwell, Florentino, Kim, Wiggins, Bremner, Pierce, Lalane, Gonzalez, Waldschmidt, Jenkins, Wynn, Acuna, Lacombe, Namala, Basallo, and Anthony, and Eldridge. Bryce Eldridge is the name. And Bwalin is his game. DeVries, Ferrara, Duran, Brito, Martinez, George, Garcia, Bichette, Churio and Smith, Pierce and Gonzalez, Ramos, Arana, Hartman, Cal Raleigh, Churio, Ethan Holiday, Scarborough, Cunningham, Moore, and Condon. Wow. 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 Yes, it has. Okay, so this break is going right back in there. If you missed out on your squad, some of these squads are real easy to get, you guys. Depending on who your PC team is, some of them are real easy to get. Like I said, I'd probably sit here and get the Cubs all day long if I was a Cubs fan. It is in the shop. And it is pinned. All right, now we can get our rip on. Now let me get this stuff together because I know they're going to want to fall down. They love to do that. We're going to start with this jumbo, though. I know that. Okay. Good luck. It's ripping time. One more again. 28 cards per pack in these jumbos. My goodness gracious. Do you think they could have just made it an even 30? I mean, why not just throw 2 more in there? Come on, man. What's going on? Empty. Good luck. You just so you know, there's going to be you're going to get a ton. You're going to get a ton of base rookies on these paper cards. I don't think anybody's getting cut short there. No teams will be left out in the cold. But I'll show them all. That's for sure. Basallo red. Yep, that's what we want. Going to K. Walter. Roman Anthony on the Bowman Sterling, Ellie De La Cruz, Duran, Brito, Mendez, Carlson, and Shelton. And then you've got a mismatch of regular base and Bowman first paper cards towards the back. And then there's always the Walker Jenkins for the Twins. Okay. 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 I don't know. Maybe TikTokery. What's in it for me? What's in it for me? Huh? Oh, and Cassie. Ooh. Jace Mitchell for the Astros. That is going to Chris. And out of 5 Megatron, yeah, I could survive it. I'm game. I'm game. We're good. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm in. Carson Benj for the Mets. Juan Torres, Condon, Mejia, Montero, and Dvalin. And then again, you've got a whole mismatch of regular base and Bowman first paper cards. And Zaire Hope for the Dodgers. Oh, yeah, we'll pass these. Now, this stuff will get top loaded, you guys. I'm just not going to top load it right now. The shipping crew will do that. Okay? Caglione. We got a Shohei on the die cut. Basalo for the Orioles. JoJo Parker. Emerson Kilby. We've got a Sam Peterson out of 499 Bowman first for the Nationals. Martinez on that reptile print. And you know what it is. We got a Perez for the Diamondbacks out of 499. And Brincino for the Tigers. Okay. 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 It is. The Reds are my team. And they've been playing pretty bad here recently. But that's okay. That's what they've done most of my life. Actually, they won the World Series in 1990 and really haven't done anything else. Yeah, they're not all that exciting, are they, TikTokery? They're okay. But you're right. But don't worry. Don't worry. Topps Chrome's more about the autos and the rookie cards than it is probably the patches. I bet you we'll see some really good ones in the other product they come out with. I feel pretty confident about that. We'll see some good stuff in the stuff that's getting ready to come out. And if you missed out on your team in the next break, it's identical to this one. We'll run it again. We'll run it again. So I know Arkham's itching to get them Pirates. He just hadn't done it yet. Ain't that right, brother? Leo DeVries, Hill, Mitchell, Honda, Rodriguez, and Ish. And then you've got all the deeds, paper style. And this was the Leo DeVries pack. Friday. Finest comes out Friday. So we'll be ripping that. And then I think, is it Hoops tomorrow for basketball, I think? I'm not 100% positive on that, but I think it is. I will show all the cards, you guys. You'll see them all. See, that's like the third Caglione base already. Man, this is a tough name. It's really not, but when you look at it, it's like, Schlittler, Juan Soto, Hageman, Weatherholt, Pena, Walcott, and Ethan Holiday. Yep, we'll take that. And Brendan Tunick out of 250, and Johnny Farmello for the Mariners. Mrs. Recalled got the Mariners this go around. There you go, mate. That's it. You got it right. But he's a big prospect for them. Good morning, Kerr Saxon. We're getting a little baseball ripping in this morning. The new Bowman. Oh, the Birds want to shop the stand? Nasty. Victor Figueroa for the Orioles on the auto. Nick Kurtz on the die cut. Jose Urbina, Rodriguez, Pierce, Rumfield, and Ramos. And don't you worry, you guys. Those cards will be taken care of. Don't you worry yourself one little bit. Dakota Jordan for the Giants. But for sake of the break time, I'm just take care of the deeds. The truest of deeds. Figueroa. Mizorowski. Nelly Taylor out of 499 for the Red Sox. And that is Windy City Wahoo. Carson Williams for the Rays. Tunic, Willits, Jesus Made, Fiend, and Lynn. He's a good prospect for the A's too. A little bit of base, a little bit of Bowman's first paper. Martinez and Houston for the Twins. She only want me for my... Little Carson Williams action. Is that your boy right there, Gavin? Is that your boy? Jacob Melton. Colson Montgomery, McLean, Kalen Culpepper for the Twins. We've got Ethan Holiday, Electric Sluggers, Leo DeVries, Sanford for the Pirates, and Hunter. We've got more of these deeds. And Ike Irish for the Orioles. I finna go get a blaster, dog. I want me one of them blasters. I need it in my life. I want it in my life. I'ma keep it in my life. Same exact break is pinned at the bottom of your screen, and I gotta imagine there's some people in there chilling. Chilling like a villain with a gold tooth filling. Peyton Toll. Bobby Witt Jr., Polanco, Coy James, Ferrara, Neans, and J.R. Ritchie with some more of that paper we love so much. There's a Connor. And Bernal for the Cardinals. This is Bowman paper, Bowman hobby MVP, but there's ones in here. There's ones in here. Like it's I was gonna say it's half and half. It's not. No, paper is there's Bowman first paper in there and quite a bit of them. Hey, what's up, Mendo? It's just I don't have to, there's, you see this, right? There's 28 cards per pack. I don't have the time to top load every base paper card. I just don't. I don't even have the time to do all the chrome ones. Jackson Churio, Bobby Witt Jr., Lalaine, Gonzalez, Kova, Owens, and Culpepper. Owen Carey and Salas for the Marlins. Mr. Churio, I'll take care of too. It is. It's a mix. So here, I'll slow down on this pack MVP so you can kind of see it. There's 28 cards in it, which is quite a bit. That's a lot of cards per pack in a jumbo. But that's okay. We want cards. But you see, it starts out with a couple of rookies here on the base. And a lot of you will get a bunch of rookies. See, like Roman Anthony base paper. Like, you'll get all of those. And then there's some regular base cards. And then you get to the chrome where Kyle Teal's chilling. We'll take that red Kyle Teal. Yes, we will. And then you've got Basalo, Arias, Figueroa. No, he wouldn't have because he doesn't rip baseball, J. Ray. Nice try, though. And Waldschmidt with Copen. And then you got a bunch of base paper. Some Bowman first are in there, too. And then Cam Caminiti. So that's kind of how they work. There's going to be multiple versions of the base paper. Juan Soto, Nick Kurtz on the Sluggers, Seongjun Kim, Ortiz, Mitchell, Salas, Isaiah Jackson out of 125, Daniel Hernandez, and Morales for the Dodgers. Good, Nathan, just chilling and ripping and chilling, while Arkham's sitting in the background talking trash to Scotty on his cell phone. I see all, by the way. I see all of it. What's up, Sconald? All right, let's put these to the side. That is a ton of cards for one box. That's all I can say about that. It's a lot of cards. Oh, we're just ripping Bowman baseball while Arkham's talking trash in the background. You know how a normal day, Scotty. Oh. All right, let's do Topps Chrome Black. That's right, Kyle. Not a singular one. We've got Bobby Witt Jr., Volpe, McLean for the Mets, Cam Smith out of 75, Bellinger, and Brandon Lowe. Brandon Lowe. Here you go, Astros. Here's a little something for you, Chris. Take that. Mendo, these are sports cards. This sport that we're opening in today's baseball. Green. Jose Ramirez, Hai-Sung Kim. Jose Altuve, orange out of 25. Bryce Harper and Jackson Churio. And let's see what this encased card is here. Empty. 5 out of 5. Nolan McLean. Yeah, okay. J and A. How about it? A little deed. A deed. Out of 5. Red deed. Deed. I just said deed 14 times. For one more time, deed, to making it even, or odd 15. All right, now let's do one Delight. Nice hit. Empty. Arias. Whoa there. Hold on. There's a die cut in the back. I'm just going to... Bryce Harper. Executive, that's all. I'm the only one that does that. Anybody else that acts like they are, they're fibbers. And you know how I feel about fibbers. Valdez out of 25, orange for the Pirates. We got in, oh yeah. Basalo, red. Oh, we got another redemption. What is going on? We got back-to-back redemptions, I think. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Good luck. That's the second red Basalo, by the way. K. Walter. Topps Online Redemption Card. Congratulations. You are due to receive a Chrome Prospect 1 autograph variation HTA Choice Refractor. That's a whole lot of words. Parallel of Kendry Churio for the Royals. That is going to Husker. Hi, Husker. Redeem that bad boy. And you've got until 2036 to redeem it. That's a long time. He could be retired by then. It's possible. And then I don't know what's going on with this one. Congratulations. You are due to receive a Chrome Rookie autographed base of Akamoto for the Blue Jays. Yep, we want that. Emore. Adeed. Nice, bro. They updated their redemption cards. You see that? Nice hit, bro. Behind it is Fiend. Matt Klein is out of 125, and Pena is out of 50 gold. Well, all right, Jeff Goldblum. Pasalo, that was a good pack. That was a good little deed there. I wonder how many redemptions they have, man. I wonder how many they end up with in all of this. Probably have to bring Nolan down here. Klein was out of 125, and Gavin was out of 250. 250. 17, really? He's that young, Cora? Wow. Probably Mendo. All right, let's get back into the next jumbo. The same exact break is pinned at the bottom of your screen. Looks like we're just a smidgen over halfway in that, but it's identical. It's the same break we're running right now. Boat Goat, there. So I'm going to say that it's based off of the known prospects that you can get. Now, if you want to make it simple, all you'd really have to do, Boat Goat, is go and look at the checklist and go and look at the Cubs in Arizona. But the easiest way I can say is that at that price, I would, if I was a Cubs fan or a Diamondbacks fan, I'd sit here all morning getting them at that price. Like, it's not, like, I wouldn't even think about it. I'd just do it. I'd just sit there and see what happens. Because it's really not, Arizona has a good prospect. I'm sure the Cubs do too. They're the Cubs. The problem is that they may not be a name that anybody knows right now. But that doesn't mean they won't be. That's kind of what Bowman is. Plus, there's 2 Topps Chrome Black in this. So that would be enough to get the Cubs at that price with just those 2 boxes. What is that? Okay. Max Clark, Vladdy Guerrero Jr., Dylan Lewis, Hediger, German, Guillen, and Abel. We got some more base with some Bowman first mixed in. And a Bryce, is it Rainier, for the Tigers? Yes, the Cubs have Alcantara, but I don't know if he's a rookie in this MVP. He might be in the black. I don't know if he'll be a rookie in this Bowman, because I know I pulled Alcantara Bowman first already. I think it might have been last year or the year before that. Jackson Merrill out of 499. Owen Carey auto for the Braves going to AC Bennett. There you go, AC. We're pulling some deeds right now. We'll take that. Kyle Teal for the White Sox. We definitely want that too. Espinoza, Azakar, Jump, Braden Montgomery we love. Ethan Dorchis. And then we've got some more of you-know-what with the deed chilling in the back. Coy James for the Nationals and Colt Emerson for the Mariners. 12th prospect in the country. I'm going to go ahead and give Topps a shout out right now. Topps, I know you've taken over football and all the sports. You guys are doing a really good job with the quality of your cards. I have zero to, there are like literally no issues that I've really just ran into, which is hard to do with the amount of product you're printing. So it's been pretty good. A whole bunch of paper base rookies, a ton of them. And all the good players are in there. They're just base. Bryce, Rainier, King, Bremner, Liam Doyle out of 125, Etch, and Andrew Tess on the reptile print here for the Orioles. Patrick Ho, have you seen something I haven't? Because I've opened a lot of cards. The only thing that I've run into was like a print line. And that's out of all the cards I've opened. I've seen 2 print lines. That's good margin of error. That's excellent margin of error. I've opened an optic blaster case, or an optic blaster before that had print lines on every card. So it's, oh, okay. Base, paper, and JJ Weatherholt for the Cardinals. Now, I know he's a good prospect. I know that. Because I'm a Reds fan, and I don't want the Cardinals to ever win another game ever in the history of ever. I'm sorry. I don't want it to happen. It's going to, but I don't want it to. There's Sal Stewart. Julio Rodriguez, Mike Trout, Jude Warwick for the Tigers, Davalillo, Wheeler and Martinez, Mayfield, and some more paper with a Bo Davidson for the Giants. And like I said, don't worry, you guys. Those cards will be top-loaded. They'll be top-loaded. Don't you fret. Not even a little bit. A lot of rookies. Caleb Bonemer for the White Sox. Connor Griffin, Chase, Cabrera, Guillen, and Abel. With some more paper base and first Bowman. Shin-Sin Ko for the Dodgers. Nice, Eric. Nice. I just hope you can win as long as you're not playing the Reds. If you're playing the Reds, you can't. I'm sorry. It's not allowed. But you guys could get some popcorn and a drink or something. That'll be fun. Vladdy Guerrero Jr., Pete Crow Armstrong for the Cubbies. Carson Benj, Madonna, Braden Montgomery, Dorchis, and Braden Montgomery out of 199, which I'll take too. Yeah, all cards ship Humor except for the regular base cards. It has its own spot. But the base first Bowman rookies, they go to the team. So just remember that. Like the regular base cards that aren't Bowman first or rookie, they go to the base spot that's in this break. But the rookies and the first Bowman go to the team. And Ryan Sloan. And that's basically because there's a lot of cards in this. So that's why there's a base spot, because that's a whole lot to have to go through. That's a whole lot to have to sort. So we just made a spot for it. Caden Scarborough auto out of 125. Hey, Texan, it's time to do a little dance. It's time to do a little dance. Because you got you a deed. And it's right here in my hands. Nice hit. It's time to do a little dance. Nice hit. Nolan McLean for the Mets. Houston, Gutierrez, Dallas, King, and Bremner. And Noah Schultz for the White Sox. Oh, hang on. Let's take care of him. Was Colson Montgomery pink? I don't think so. I guess it's possible. Was there a Colson Montgomery? There's a Braden Montgomery. Sue, you talking about this? Okay. It's numbered. Kafus on the red rookie for the Guardians. Daniel Pierce. Basalo's been showing up all morning long. Braylon, Miller, Arias, Tyson Lewis, and Dickinson. And Caleb Bonemer. Old Caleb's showing up a lot. All right, let me get these out of the way before something treacherous happens, because there's a lot of these cards in here right now. It's a lot. There's too many. There's too many. There's too many cards around here. Get them cards cleaned up, boy. 13 teams left in the next one? What? What? Owen Cassie. Die cut, Edward Florentino for the Pirates. Irons, Clark, Jenkins, Martinez, and Mayfield. Oh, I don't know, Mendo. It's only 10 o'clock this morning. It's too much to be worried about such things like 10 hours from now. Come on, man. Come on, dog. Probably a little bit of football, maybe. Actually, I know what I'm starting with. I'm starting with the 4 megas and the 10 megas, 4 repacks. We'll start with that. Because we only did one last night and we didn't hit the deed. So that's where we'll start. I don't know where we'll end. You never can tell. Ooh, that looks sick. Good luck. CJ Kafus on the, it's got like the Bowman emoji or Bowman shield in the background. All I know is it's sick looking. All I know is that's sick. Mizorowski, Doyle, Nelson, Shields, Pena, and Santana. And Robbie Snelling. C9. You got 2 good cards of him. Johnny Level. What a name. Johnny Level. J.J. Weatherholt, Peterson, Jackson, Hernandez, Harbor, and DePaula. And then you've got a mix of regular base and Bowman first with Ginow. Drew, there were 2 redemptions in one pack. And Johnny Level. Genoa. Connolly early. The Red Sox are eating. Fernandez for the Guardians. Caglione for the Royals. Carey, Arroyo, and Valdez, and Maury. And Theo Guillen. Theo Guillen. I'm going to take care of Owen here. I know he's a good one. I hear whispers of a mister. That's what I hear. I hear whispers of a mister. They're faint, but they exist. There's a Delight and a Topps Chrome Black left. And then we're almost close to single digits in the next break. I got to imagine probably like last time, it's a lot of the bigger prospect teams. I don't know that, but I imagine I know how many teams in there were easy to get. I doubt that there are any of those left. But I could be wrong. If there's a team in there for 30, 40, 50 bucks, 60 bucks, in a 6 hobby break, I wouldn't worry about who can I get in this. It's going to be just fine for that price. Wilson Contreras, C.J. Abrams, Burleson, Kettle Marte out of 25 on the orange. We shall take that. Who got them this time? Big Los, Rooker, and Acuna. Oh, Kicker. Good morning, Kicker. You know, I was talking to Mister yesterday. I was like, man, it's been a rough little go for Kicker. But don't worry, I got you back. Sale, Morales, Ogasawara, Carson Williams on the short print for the Rays. That's nice. Nice hit. Who got the Rays this time? Is that LT? Nico Horner out of 150 and Pete Crow Armstrong. Nice hit, LT. Nice hit, bro. We take those. And let's see what our encased card is. Man, these cards look great. Nice hit. This one's numbered to 99. It is an angel. And it's Christian Moore. Nice hit, Jay. We're seeing the people we want to see, dog. It's happening. It's all happening right now. I don't know if it's because it's release day or what, but it's happening. Empty box. And we've got a delight left. Here it is. It's delight time. Good luck. And then I'll do a recap of this break and do a roll call for what's off the board in the next one. Wilder Dallas. Nick Monasteri for the Astros. Antunes out of 499 for the Brew Crew. Bowman first. Kyle Teal red for the White Sox. Looky, looky. Hector Ramos out of 150. That's sick. Little mojo action. There you go, Red Sox. 9 left. Well, thank you, Aries. I appreciate you. Nice hit. We had Brent Iredale for the Pirates. Seaver King out of 125. Miguel Menendez out of 250. Encarnacion out of 99. And Raniel Rodriguez for the Cardinals. Maybe not quite as good as the other delight, but it was good. Let's take care of these number cards, and then I'm going to do a recap of this. Wow, this product's fun. Also, we've only done 2 breaks this morning. I bet you I pulled a card that's going to be bigger than the cards that are sitting on this stand just chilling. Because that's how baseball is. I'm doing good, Devin. Appreciate you, Johnny. Let's do a recap of all this, though. Seen some good names so far. Let's keep that trend going. Let's keep that trend going. Absolutely, Ryan. All right, let's do this and this. Get all of these in here. Right cheer. That was a little bit better. Oh, Mendo, I know all too well about that. 9 teams remain in the next break. Well, we got a recap to do here. All right. Antunes, Teal, King, Mendez, Encarnacion, Angel, Mizarowski, McLean, Coe, Weatherholt. Merrill was out of 499. Teal for the White Sox. Emerson and Rainier. Harper on the die cut. Fiend. Klein out of 125 for them Rockies. Valdez orange, 25 out of 25. Basallo red. Pena, Nolan McLean. Juan Soto and Nick Kurtz. Basallo, Churio, Salas, Carson Williams, and Juan Soto. Mr. Soto, Juan Soto. It's Inbox Me Crisp. CEO. CEO of what? Teal. Basalo. Coy James out of 399. Jackson out of 125. Witt Jr. Holiday. Lynn. DeVries and Otani. Basalo. Perez out of 499. Anthony. Sanford. Tunic out of 250. DeVries. Peterson out of 199. Bobby Witt Jr. Kurtz. Holiday. Martinez. And Nico Horner out of 150 for the Cubbies. We've got Early and Caglione, Carey, Altuve out of 25, Smith out of 75, Marte out of 25, Kefas for the Guardians, Florentino and Kefas again red, Guerrero Jr., Braden Montgomery out of 199, Tess on the reptile print, Doyle out of 125, Hector Ramos out of 150 for the Red Sox, Iredale, Fernandez, Owen Carey for the Braves, Caden Scarborough for the Rangers. Nice hit, bro. We've got a couple of nice hits in this, don't we? Nelly Taylor for the Red Sox, Figueroa, Orioles, Mitchell for the Astros. We have the Kendry Churio redemption for the Royals. Somebody said he's 17. That's wild. Akamoto for the Blue Jays on the redemption. You've got Carson Williams short print for the Rays, Christian Moore autograph out of 99 for the Angels, and 5 out of 5, Nolan McLean, rookie for the Mets. All right, now you guys might be able to see it before I can. When you see it say 54-28, I can put the teams back in there. 54-28, I can put the teams back in there. But for right now, this is break number 5427. All replays go to YouTube. It's live streaming right now. If you think you might miss some of this break and you're in it, take a screenshot. Take a screenshot right now. You'll have the break number for the break that you were in. And then you can go right over to YouTube and check out the replay. 238 cards on YouTube. All right, let's get this situated. I don't want all these to fall down, so let's do this. Let's do that. Yeah, Matt, I'm getting ready. I'm waiting for the number to update on this break. As soon as it says 54-28, I can go ahead and put the break back in there. I'm not sure if it says it yet or not. Oh, plenty. The only thing we haven't hit is a super short print yet. Okay, let me fix that for you guys. I'm going to drop this same break right in there. No, you had it right the first time, Miles. Yeah. All right, let me drop this in the shop. It is in there. Be quick, folks, because the mid tiers have been flying off the board. Absolutely off the board. It is pinned. Okay, let me pull this back up so I can see a few things or two. All right, we're going to start with the jumbo. And like I said, I'm only going to top load the numbered and the autos and the reds and the short prints because there are just a plethora of cards in these. Straight up, now tell me. Empty. 28 cards per pack in these. I have no idea, Patrick. You gotta be quick. Some of these people been waiting, like straight up waiting. Like I see probably about 12 to 14 teams off the board right now. The only tidbit I can give you guys is don't try to add a whole bunch of teams. Not saying that you did. I'm just saying you just need to go straight to your team and hit buy now. Just hit buy now 3 times over. And that still might not work, but that's your best chance. Especially when multiple people are looking for one team. We've got Connor Griffin for the Pirates, Mookie Betts, Chris Arroyo, Frobos, Taylor, Montessori, and Namala. And then you've got a whole bunch of base with Bowman First paper in between. That's how these jumbos go. Eduardo Quintero. Let's go ahead and put Connor Griffin on the stand. He's a pretty good player. Arkham doesn't like him very much. Even though he likes the Pirates, he thinks Connor Griffin's useless. I don't know what it is. Oh, Mad, there quite a few. Quite a few. Price point will always lead you in the right direction, Mad. So the higher the price of a team, the more they have a chance of hitting something pretty decent. What is this? Cole Young out of 250 for the Mariners. That's Jay, I think. Nick Montessori gold auto for the Astros out of 50. That's a clean looking card right there. That's a clean looking card. And let's take care of Cole while we're at it too. It's a nice card. It is, Andrew. I'll be on that other platform tonight though. I know I'm starting with football there. But it's release day, so yeah. White for Miami. Cade Anderson, Thomas White, Bullard, Killen, and Arnold. And then I will show all the cards, you guys. Franklin Arias for the Red Sox. So price point should be a telltale sign, you guys, for the teams that are left in there. Now, I did a little bit of research on this, but I want you guys to also know that even if you're going after a big prospect on a team, does not mean that that prospect will end up being the best player for that team in this year. It doesn't always end up that way. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. That's baseball in general. The guy that's your fifth best guy sometimes becomes your best guy. Nolan McLean's been showing up all morning. The Mets have been eaten. J and A. You're going to have you a nice little Nolan McLean collection. Ronald Acuna Jr., Connor Griffin, Encarnacion, Net. What is going on here? Aloy. Namala out of 75. Moon on the reptile print. And then we've got it's a little bit of mix. It's base and Bowman first, all mixed up in together there. And then an Ethan Holiday for the Rockies. How about that? That's right, Kirby. That's all we know. That's all we know. That's all we know how to do. That's it. That's all we got. That was a good pack. Connor Griffin. And I am taking care of the die cuts. Those should probably be taken care of immediately because they're die cuts. Which seems to be about 4 or 5 per jumbo box, roughly. I sure did, Fatty. Now, it all depends. I know a lot of teams went off the board just now. But that probably means there's a lot of prospect teams still chilling out there. Moon on the auto. Look at this. Jacob, did you know something? Did somebody give you the inside stuff? Chase Burns for the Reds. Klein, Martinez, Jones, Valdez, and Maury. And then we've got Brito for the Rockies. He's a pretty good one. Go ahead and take care of him too. Moon on the auto. That means we've got one more auto left in this, or we should have one more auto left in this box. Xiaojun Moon. And you'll all get a ton of your base rookie paper rookies. Crooks, Emerson for the Mariners, Acuna, Hartman, Churio, Arana, Kayama, and Hope. The best thing I can tell you, Family Guy Rob, is everything. That's what the Chases and Bowman is. You don't even know what cards you want yet. There's some we do. But these people, all these people aren't household names yet. I'm going to pull autos today of players that may not be seen as that big a deal that will end up being a big deal. And more than one. That's just baseball in a nutshell. Rodriguez Cruz for the Yankees. I'll put it this way. If you're trying to get maybe somebody, let's say if you like baseball, first of all, you should be chasing your PC team right now. Now, some teams have better prospects than others right now. But ideally, you'd be going after your PC team right now because the best way I can put it is I wish I'd gotten into Bowman in 2022 because I'd have some nice Sal Stewarts right now where I don't have any because I didn't get into any breaks or anything for baseball back then. Aaron Judge on the die cut. Quintana, Lacombe, Noth, and Yannick with Arquette. That's nice. And then a little mix of both here with Tommy Troy. And if there are half the teams left, then I got to imagine there's at least a few in there that are fairly easy to get right now. Maybe not all of them, but some. For sure, for sure. They usually do, Rob. Plus, they've got a good price on them. I've seen a thing or two, Mayberry. Ethan Holiday's showing up early. Lindor. Anthony for the Phillies. Fisher for the Brew Crew. Emerson and Kilby. And the biggest thing to know, you guys, is, ooh, what do we got here? What do we got here? Who is it? Who is it? Who's it going to be? Who is it? Who is it? Owen Carey for the Braves. That's sick. Going to Brad and Justin Crawford for the Phillies. And a lot of these that I'm not top-loading will be top-loaded, but it's for the sake of the break, so we're not sitting here forever and I'm top-loading cards endlessly. But I'm going to do the good ones just like that. Look at that. I like you. And we'll take care of Fisher while I'm at it. And we'll take care of Ethan Holiday while I'm at it. Should still have one more auto in this box. So the plan is to run another one of these. I just don't know how long it's going to take. We're halfway full on the next one, and I haven't seen anything really come off the board here for a few minutes. Bryce Eldridge. A nice Kevin McGonigal. I know a buyer. His name's Mr. Moon, Tess, Pena, Santana, Sanchez for the Blue Jays out of 250. That's correct, Mayberry, and we don't ever know, we don't necessarily always know who's going to be that next guy. Just because it says it doesn't mean it's the case. William this morning, I'm not sure. Appreciate you, Stoney. Which is that White Sox or Red Sox? I'm going to say Red Sox. Who's that? Who you talking about, Zimmy? Early, Weatherholt, Bryce Eldridge, Perez, there's McGonigal, Bazana, Harbor, and DePaula. Yeah, I've figured it out, J. Ray. I know a thing or two because I've seen a thing or two. Andrew Fisher for the Brew Crew. This is where you chase the prospects, folks. This is where you chase the prospects. Do you have zero interest in baseball? Like, do you not pay attention to it at all? Which is fine. I'm just curious. And I am taking care of all the die cuts. I'm not going to put those to the side. Price points should lead you in the right direction, folks. If they're a little bit more, that means they have somebody they can chase. And you'll have enough time. You can go look up what these teams have. Go look up the checklist and go straight to the team. Got another numbered here. Nice. Luke Keyshaw out of 150. Freddie Freeman for the Dodgers. Snell for the Cubs. Kova, Fernandez, Nayans, and Richie. And then you've got a whole bunch of base and Bowman first paper with a Connor Griffin, #1 prospect. Look at that. For the Buccos. There you go, Charm City. We'll take that. And Mr. Keyshaw for the Twins, which is E.T. And that's actually a paper card. That's a numbered paper card. That's right, folks. You heard it here first. Oh, Zimmy, yes, I did. Well, I don't know if he is. He probably wants something a little bit nicer than that, but I was just being. Oh, okay. Connor Early for the Red Sox. Caglione on the Electric Sluggers. Iredale, Lombard Jr., Gonzalez, Carlson, and Shelton. Then you've got some more of this with Carson Bench for the Mets. No, he'd be a buyer if it was like legit, Zimmy. I'll tell you that. I don't even know how many cards of him he actually has of McGonigal. Sure, he's got something. I think Noah's got a few. I think. Akamoto for the Blue Jays and Hill for the Twins out of 75. Acha, Cal Raleigh die cut. S10, Sanchez, Caden Scarborough, Montero, and Dvalin. And like I said, you guys, don't worry. Most of this stuff, all this stuff will be top loaded after the fact. I just, I'm taking care of the ones that I notice immediately. There's a lot of cards, though. It's a lot. It's a mini cards. It's a lot. It's a lot. And Akamoto. Now let's do a Topps Chrome Black. Next break is identical, and it is pinned at the bottom of your screen right this very instant. I'm going to get some of this base paper out of my way real quick. And the other ones that need to be top loaded. And let's do one of these bad boys, okay? So there's 2 packs and an encased card in these. 13 total cards. Whatever that auto is, look numbered. Corey Seager. Donovan Basallo. Vladdy Guerrero Jr. out of 150. Holy moly! Superfractor. 1 of 1 Mike Trout. Hi.
Hello.
Hey, is that guy?
Wow. I have an offer.
I wasn't ready for that. If it was a snake, it would have jumped up and bit me.
Wow.
101.
So that came out of Topps Chrome Black?
It did.
That's one of the variations, too. That's sick. That's a
Nocturnal.
Wow.
Yep. That's insane. You never know, folks. You never know. Pena. Tree Fitty. Where's Big Los at? That's what I want to know. A Rosarina. Savage. Rushman. Yamamoto. Wilson Contreras out of 199 and Mick Abel. Yes, sir, it is, Kersaxon. That is a deed. 101 Mike Trout. Yikes. I got you, J. Ray. That makes sense. That makes sense, bro. Nice, Tony. Sounds about right. Maybe, could be, possibly. Out of 50. No way, dude. What are you just gonna have? You're gonna collect the whole set? Get the rainbow. Nolan McLean, 27 out of 50 on the auto rookie for the Mets. Yep, collect the whole set. That's right, collect the whole set. Just go ahead and do it. All right, let's do one of these delights. Empty box. Alyssa Nicole. Well, 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 Alyssa. Arquette. Jace Mitchell. Why does that keep freezing on me? There we go. That is out of 250. JJ Weatherholt for the Cardinals. Jimmy Crooks on the red for the Cardinals. Ethan Holiday auto out of 99 green lava going to, did you get him? Stephen Fondue. Holla. Well, well, well. I just might be pulling deeds. Look at behind it. Churio on the auto. This one's not a redemption. Oh, Big Los, did you see it, bro? Do you see this right here, bro? You see that 101 on the Nocturnal? You see that? This is a nasty little box right here myself. It's all right, Big Los. It's called getting a deed. Martinez out of 150. Gonzalez out of 250. Fernandez gold out of 50. And Andrew Painter for the Phillies. Yikes. Same exact break, identical break is pinned at the bottom of your screen. I don't know what teams are left, but, you know. Not bad. Gonzalez. Yeah, that whole box was good. Kendry Martinez. I sure did. Weatherholt and Jace Mitchell. Sure was, Jared. Yes, it was. And Jumbo. Now, the first Jumbo was excellent. I'm a little scared that this one won't match up. We're going to find out. Empty box. Paper. There'll be rookies and base mixed in here. Pedro Ibargüen out of 250. If anybody knows how to actually say his name properly, please let me know. I have to be close, right? And that's out of 250 on the auto. Shohei for the Dodgers. Gutierrez, Dallas, Atunez, Rumfield, and Ramos for the Red Sox. Then we got a little bit of both, base and first Bowmans. And then Esteban Mejia for the Orioles. There's Carson Williams. You'll get a ton of your rookies on the base. That like that. I've seen that all morning. Ronel Rodriguez for the Cardinals. Shohei Electric Sluggers. Miller, Arias, Quinn Irons, Owens, and Culpepper. And then we got some more of that, and some of this, and some of that, and then that's up, and then that, and then Duno for the Reds. Hi, Cincinnati. Alfredo Duno. He looks like a problem, maybe. Could be, possibly. Or maybe he'll bat 220. You just don't ever know. Actually, batting 220 is not as bad as it used to be. If you bat 260 or 270 now, you're really doing something. That was not the way of old. Die cut Kevin McGonigal for the Tigers. Oh, for a second it might be numbered, but Max Clark, Jenkins, Lewis, Waldschmidt, and Copen. Then we got some base, paper base, and rookies with Daniel Pierce for the Rays. A little McGonigal action. Patrick, it all depends. Like, do we have double digits still on the board right now? Because if we still have double digits still on the board, it all depends. It all depends on how fast they fill, on how many we can run. Kyle Teal out of 299. Christian Moore for the Angels. And we'll run it some more tomorrow, I'm sure. About 35 minutes or so, J. Ray. Max Clark, Nelson, Shields, Peterson, Yannick, and Arquette. With a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And it ends with Charlie Condon for the Rockies. Mark, it sounds like when I get into breaks. That's what that sounds like. This is exactly what it sounds like. Blaze, the Tigers, and this one is Zimmy. Take care of Christian Moore here. He pulled his auto this morning, too. And a Kyle Teal for the White Sox. Yes, we do, Mark. And we've got a Topps Chrome Black, too. There he is. Murakami. Ryan Waldschmidt for the Diamondbacks. Arquette, Jackson, Daniel Hernandez, Old Boy, Montessori, and Namala. He was here earlier, Blaze. I don't know if he's still here right now. And Tate. Little Arquette action on the Electric Sluggers. Ain't nothing wrong with that. There he is, Blaze. Max Clark out of 100 auto for the Tigers. Okay. And that is Zimmy. Hey, Zimmy, while you're chilling and chatting with Blaze, you're hitting autos too. Ethan Holiday, Owen Carey, Warwick, Klein, and Arnold. I feel like Arnold shows up a lot too. Arnold. The CIA got you pushing too many pencils. And Blake Mitchell for the Royals. Zimmy's getting him a couple of deeds in here, Kaysen. Yes, he is. This has been a good delight box, too, so far. We're not done yet, but it's been good. There's my boy, Sal. Red Wizenhunt for the Giants. Yes, please. And that is Nate. Caglione for the Royals. Going to Husker. Fernando Tatis Jr., Hediger, German, Espinoza, Mitchell. Yeah, that is Bowman first. Mitchell and Salas. S10. And Aloy for the Orioles. Okay. Okay, Aloy. Fine. All squads still available are pinned at the bottom of your screen, and that's where they're going to be at until they're not. Okay? It's the same break as we're ripping right now. It's identical. All right. We've got something numbered here. Oh, never mind. It's an auto. German for the Nationals. Getting ready to throw somebody out at first. I can see that with my own two eyes. Shortstop. German for the Nationals. Going to Steven. Here, let's put these to the side right now. They don't need to be up there. Arias for the Red Sox. Azakar. Gage Jump. He's a good one, too. Fiend. Lynn is also good. Binge out of 100 for the Mets. Moon's been showing up a plethora of times. And Arquette for Miami. I'm not seeing a whole lot of teams not getting something. We've done this break a few times already. Even with the paper rookies alone, nobody's doing bad. And then we had both of these pitchers, which are both excellent pitchers. They're probably in the top 5 of the prospects in this product. Gage Jump and Lynn. Bryce Harper for the Phillies. J.J. Weatherholt. Rainier. Stanifer. Hunter. Feldman. Celestin. And, ooh, that's sick. Who got the Brew Crew? Carter. R. Carter. Yeah, yes, Brock, I know how to do bales. Did you learn today? That's nice, Mr. Chiata. The Chiata. Connor Griffin. And Arquette again. Brock, I had gotten so good at bales, I would have the bale done in 6 minutes. Regularly. On the regular, I would have the bale done in 6 minutes. We got an auto here, I think. Behind Owen Cassie. Nope. Aaron Judge. Cal Raleigh. David Davalillo. Wheeler. Net. Aloy. Braden Net out of 75 for the A's. Some more paper base and Bowman firsts with Hagen Smith. Oh, Jay Anderson's in the house. Take Cal, and we'll take care of Aaron Judge because he's Aaron Judge. Okay, sometimes you got to take care of these guys. All right, these are the ones. I think we're a little bit over halfway in the next break. I don't think we're a ton over halfway, but I think we're a little bit over halfway. Carter Jensen for the Royals. I thought it was going to be Caglione, but we'll take it on the red. Florentino. Connor Griffin, Chase, Cabrera, Rodriguez, and Irish. And you know what this is. You know what that is. Kason Cunningham for the Diamondbacks. And we still have a Topps Chrome Black and a Bowman Delight still to go. Did we get all of our autos in this already? Am I tripping? I think we did. Bryce Eldridge for the Giants. Junior Caminero. Benj, Madonna, Houston, Walcott, and Ethan Holiday. With a bunch of base and Bowman firsts. Out of 175, Braylon Antunes for the Brew Crew and Robert Calaz. No, they're all pinned at the bottom of your screen. Here, I'll tell you right now. I don't remember who asked, but it doesn't really matter. 13. Hey, that's my birthday. 13 teams remain. All right, let's do black, and then we'll finish with the Delight. The Dodgers, Luke. Mayer, Ritter, Hernandez, Garcia out of 75 for Pittsburgh, Moreno, and Duran. Freeman, Crawford, Scherzer, Tatis out of 199, Suzuki, and Gunnar Henderson. And let's see what our encased card is. Right quick. Empty box. What is that? Is that Diamondbacks? What is that? What kind of weird helmet is that? Bryce Matthews for the Astros. That looks crazy. For the Astros, Bryce Matthews. It's not numbered, but it is an Acha. And that's going to Carlos. All right. One Delight to go. Oh, is that what that is, Mendo? Okay. It just looked weird. Empty. Guild. I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that for a minute. Duran. Frobos. Quinn Irons. Conley early. We got a little mojo action here. Uh-oh. Trey Gibson out of 150 for the Orioles. Why does Trey Gibson look like he's 37 years old? A 37-year-old rookie. Whoa, that's tight. That's sick. Arroyo on like the grass print. Look at that. That's nasty. Braden Nett out of 250. Sanford out of 99, Figueroa out of 125, and Sebastian Walcott for the Rangers. That's sick, though. That's nasty. Check that out. I want the Sal Stewart auto in this variation right here with the grass border. And Trey Gibson. Now, I'm going to do a recap of this break, and then I'm going to do a roll call for what's off the board in the next one. Depending on how long it takes for those 13 squads to dwindle on down and go bye-bye, I do plan on running this again. But we'll just have to see how long that takes, you know. And there's a lot of cards. There's a lot of good cards that will be top loaded after the fact. I'm looking right at them. So. Beast. As of right now, probably Ethan Holiday. But there's a ton. There's a ton. Really, there is. It's not just a couple. I'll tell you what. I think there's 13 teams on the board right now. The top chases, I have a feeling, are still on the board. I don't think the top chases have been taken. I think they're still in there. Now, I haven't seen it yet, but I bet you they are. Thank you, Chelsea. We've got Braden, Nett, Sanford, Figueroa, Walcott, Tatis Jr., and Atunez out of 175. Eldridge, Ethan Holiday, and Judge. Raleigh, Nett, Harper, Arquette, Gage Jump, and Lynn for the A's. And another Arquette. We've got Carey and Arquette. Otani, Wisenhunt, Caglione, Aloy, Holiday, Arquette everywhere. Teal, Moore, Condon, Pierce, and Deneau. Ramos, Mitchell for the Astros, Martinez for the Mariners, Gonzalez for the Giants, and Fernandez out of 50 for the Guardians. We've got Andrew Painter, Basalo, Yasavage, Contreras out of 199, Caden Scarborough, Benj, J.J. Weatherholt, Fisher, Sirota, Holiday, Fisher, Judge, Brito, Acuna Jr., and Franklin Arias. Connor Griffin, Vladdy Guerrero, Early, Moon, Akamoto, Caglione, McGonigal, Griffin, Namala, Otani, Raleigh, Eldridge, and McGonigal, Arquette, Holiday, McLean, McGonigal, and Weatherholt on that variation. Luke Keyshaw, Sanchez, Cole Young out of 250, Early, Benj out of 100, Bryce Matthews auto, Trey Gibson rookie auto out of 150, Nolan McLean out of 50 for the Mets. For them Mets. And let's see here. Now on the grass print, which is my new favorite, Arroyo out of 99, Garcia out of 75, Jensen, Fisher on the reptile print, German, Ibargüen out of 250 for the Brew Crew, Crooks for the Cardinals, Owen Carey on that Bowman logo print, Ethan Holiday out of 99, Green Lava, nice hit, Connor Griffin, Moon, Max Clark out of 100 auto, Hill out of 75, Montessori out of 50, gold for the Astros, Jimmy Crooks, Churio for the Royals, which is not bad at all, Husker. And last but not least, Mike Trout, Superfractor, 1 of 1 on the Nocturnal 1 of 1. Going to Big Los. Nice hit, bro. Congrats. And we're going to start with the jumbo, because I said so. We're starting with a jumbo because I said so. All right, good luck, everybody. Rip time is now. Where's Dudley the Deed Puller? Fresh Coast. Your penance for saying that one is you must go buy a chaser team in this next break. There's no way around it. Go on Fresh Coast. You heard what I said. All right, there are 28 cards in each one of these packs. Empty box. Danny, oh, you just want a Skeens anime? That's it? Oh, okay, all right. Okay, all right, bet. All right, bet. Okay, all right, fine, bet. All right. Good luck, everybody. I'm not going to top load every single card, you guys. There's a lot of cards in this, but we'll top load the good stuff, okay? Let's see here. Uh-oh. It hadn't done that yet. Look. Cool. Ellie. Cade Snell for the Cubs. You're taken care of already, Chicago. That's going to Bud and Peg. Bud Peg, Churio, Kendry Martinez, Jared Jones. There's one of them, bro. Eric Hartman, Owens, Culpepper. And I'm just, a lot of this stuff will be top loaded after the fact, you guys. And Bernal for the Cardinals. And it's a mixture of both. There's rookies, there's Bowman first, there's base, regular base. Daniel Pierce for the Rays. Ellie on the Electric Sluggers. Kendry Churio, that's a good one. Arana, that's also a good one. Quintana, not a bad one. Waldschmidt and Copen. That's what I'm saying. You're going to get a lot of your money back on these cards through just the regular silver versions of them. Not even counting the base paper versions. You'll do just fine in this break for most teams. Walker Jenkins for the Twins. There we go. There we go, Mr. Downs. Little Walker Jenkins action. And a Kendry Churio. I'm going to take care of that too. It's just sitting over here. I might as well. Just the regular ones, Brando. Just the regular ones. That's all. They have jumbo ones, but you don't need those unless you've got patches or something. Caglione, Bubba Chandler, Junior Caminero, Lacombe, Noth, Arroyo, Mitchell, and Salas. Fiend out of 250 for the Rangers and Hope for the Dodgers. Yeah, these cards look good. Do I see EMAC in here? Do I see EMAC? I think I saw EMAC. I might be tripping, but I thought I saw EMAC. Like, you see what I'm saying? You're going to get a ton of those. You're going to get like 4 in the whole break probably. And they're all going to add up, especially if you slab. Connor Griffin for the Pirates, Kova, Fernandez, Iredale, Montesseri, and Namala. And Dakota Jordan for the Giants. He can, Sue. Yeah, absolutely. No doubt about it. I've seen him more than a couple of times this morning. I don't think I've pulled a numbered version, but I've seen him more than a couple of times this morning, I'll tell you that. Look at all the rookies. Look at that. Look at that. Juan Soto out of 399. Johnny Level. Bobby Witt Jr. George Lombard. Gonzalez. S10. Keelan and Arnold. A lot of Bowman's firsts in there. And Andrew Salas for the Marlins. Okay. All right. Hey. Get you a deed. Get you a deed. Get you a deed. Oh, yeah. Soto for the Mets. Going to Spence. Trying to remember what's the normal amount of cards in a jumbo. I don't know if it's 28 or not. I don't know. Sal Stewart. Who is that? Kyle Schwarber. Nelly Taylor out of 499 for the Red Sox. That is Stoney. There you go, Stoney. There you go, Stoney. Jackson Churio, Sanchez, Caden Scarborough, Anthony, Net, Aloy. He's a good one too. There's a lot of good prospects in this. I'm starting to get more familiar with them every time I open it. Cam Caminiti. Like these are good prospects. Straight up. These are like top 15 prospects, top 20 prospects. And I will have to open a new case of jumbos for that last that break that's pinned at the bottom of your screen. These were the last two from the case. Carson Williams, we want definitely. Seth, nice hit, Seth. That's nice. And then there's one right behind it too. Aaron Judge, Frobos, Nelly Taylor, Anderson, Fiend, and Lynn. He's another good prospect too. We got a bunch of base, paper base, and Brincino for the Tigers. I haven't hit one, Danny. I sure haven't. No. Not yet, anyways. I might be. It's the last two of the case, so we'll find out, won't we? Depends on what it is, Brando. Depends on what it is. If it's going to make the card jump up that much. Now, I've always said this about slabbing you guys. If you guys slab, you want to slab this Bowman First stuff. I don't care if it's paper. You want to slab it because if those players end up mattering, you'll be very, very happy that you did when they do. Burns, Freeland, Elridge, Carson Williams again. That's what I'm saying. You're going to get... Oh, hold up 1 minute here. Redemption. Topps Online Redemption Card. Congratulations. You are due to receive a Chrome Prospects autographed gold ink variation base. So that's out of 15, right? Gold ink. Wyatt Sanford for the Pirates. Nice hit, bro. Very, very nice hit. I pulled his out of 5 earlier. You probably want this a little bit more. Gold ink out of 15. Wyatt Sanford for the Buccos. They sat and they sat and they sat, Jared. Yes, this is a big card, Danny. Yes. Confirmed. I can confirm it right here, right now. Kyle Teal for the White Sox. White, Bullard, Hunter, Celestine, Nelly Taylor out of 75. We got some more paper base, and there'll be rookies in with that too. And Robbie Snelling for the Marlins. Yeah, it hit big, B-Mac. Yes, it sure did. I don't even know how many people are on the gold ink variation checklist. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. I was like, what? Arquette on the die cut. Mike Trout. Encarnacion, Hill, Neans, and J.R. Ritchie. I didn't know what was going on there for a minute. I was like, what is this? And Angel Ganal for the Guardians. Welcome to Nellyville. Leo DeVries, Nick Kurtz. These, I like these. I'd like to see a numbered one. I'd like to see a numbered electric sluggers. I like how they look, just how they are, but I'd like to see a numbered one. Andrew Fisher we want. Pedro, Rodriguez, Irish, and Marique Houston for the Twins out of 199. Look at this. Look. See, what did I tell you, bro? What did I tell you, Mr. Downs? I told you. I already knew. I already knew. Then nobody had to say nothing. I already knew. It's just like that. I'm like Nostradamus. And Emil Morales for the Dodgers. That's right. Now it's your turn. It's your turn to enjoy. And a little Andrew Fisher action for the Brew Crew's not bad either, tight chain. I don't know, man. These jumbos are growing on me. They're growing on me. They might just be a little smidgen better. They also have an extra auto than Delight. Garcia red for the Pirates. Look at you, bro. The Pirates just sat there all that time. They are weird looking Pokemon cards. You're right, Hobbycraft. I don't know how this happened. Caleb Bonemer for the White Sox. Moon, Tess, Perez, Walcott, and Ethan Holiday. And let's just see what this ends with. It is Marique Houston for the Twins. Look at that, another twin. Really, Derek? Well, that's not cool. That's not cool at all. Die cut Basalo for the Orioles. Ethan Holiday, Electric Sluggers. McGonigal, Bazana, Klein, Rumfield, Ramos. And Ike Irish for the Orioles. All right, let me get these out of my way here real quick. It's a lot of cards. It's a lot of cards in those jumbos. Okay, and then let me take care of these real quick. Little holiday action and Samuel Basalo. Same exact break is pinned at the bottom of your screen right now. And this was one box. We've opened one box so far. Now I'm going to open Topps Chrome Black next. Here we go. There's an encased card in there. Jordan Beck, Peralta, boom. Kyle Tucker for the Cubs out of 50, gold 40 out of 50. And Parker Messick with Zach Cole. Okay. Pack number 2. Mackenzie Gore, Tyler Soderstrom, Peyton for the Red Sox. He's nasty. Fernandez for the Rockies, Giancarlo Stanton, and Troy Melton. Okay. And let's see what the encased card is. Why don't we? Good luck. I couldn't tell if this one was numbered or not. It might not be. Last time I could tell with ease. This time I'm not so sure. It's a Giant. It is Drew Gilbert for the Giants. That is going to Ellipsis. Go on with your bad self, Ellipsis. Get you an auto. Look at that auto. That's a little different. And there's nothing left in there. Delight. I repeat, Delight. And then once we do this Delight, we get to do everything we've already done all over again. He might be, you never know. You never know, Oklahoma. Pat got stuck to my shirt. Gonzalez, S10. Monastery. Brandon Sproat for the Mets. Uh-oh. 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 Kevin McGonigal out of $4.99 on the Yacha. Going to the Tigers. A&H. Mr. McGonigal. In all of his glory. I know a buyer. I know a buyer. I know a buyer. I know a buyer. Adrian Gill. We need that too for the White Sox. They've been a little due. Adrian Gill on the Bowman first auto for the White Sox. That's Larry K. We had Keaton Anthony orange out of 25 for the Phillies. Perez for the Diamondbacks out of 150. Braden Montgomery out of 250. And Elmer Rodriguez Cruz. Prospect number 98 in the Catacombs. Yes, he has, Danny. Yes, he has. I could tell it was him immediately. But that's because I'm around a bunch of Tigers fans now. Yeah, that's where I'm at now. Yeah, I'm surrounded by Tigers fans. Actually, there's a lot of Reds fans in my area. The Reds are only about 3.5 hours away. And Brandon Sproat on the red. All right, let's get into the jumbo. And then we'll finish with the Topps Chrome Black and Delight. I'm not sure, I'll tell you right now. Currently available in the next break is 13 teams. Kind of like it was before. Kind of like it was in the previous, like in this break. Kind of, Brando. I'd say the Braves are probably a little bit closer. The Braves are like 3 hours away. The Reds are like 3.5 hours away. Empty. So I'll say this. On my cable service, they show the Reds. I don't have to pay anything for them. The Reds are free. Turner, Nolan McLean, there he is. Jesus Made, Brito, Mendez, Torres, King, and Bremner. And JJ Weatherholt, prospect number 5. What up, Scott? What's up, Scott? Are you retired yet? $38 working days. Oh my goodness. In the home stretch, huh? In the home stretch. Riley Nelson for the Guardians. The Guardians have been treated well today, too. Going to C9. Oh, Scott. You're gonna regret, you're gonna hate when it happens. You're in your mind, you're gonna be like, okay, cool, and then about 2 weeks in, you're gonna be lost. Your purpose removed. They're not bad, Larry. DePaula, Condon, Mejia for the Orioles, Tyson Lewis, Dickinson, Florentino out of 250. Look at the Pirates annihilating right now. MG, the craziest hit is probably that Wyatt Sanford gold ink or the 101 Mike Trout Superfractor. I think that might be worth more. I'm not sure. They got to be close either way. Thomas White for the Marlins. We've got Mike Trout on the die cut, Bryce Harper for the Phillies, JoJo Parker, Doyle, Kayama, Hope, and Arana on the reptile print there. With Cade Anderson for the Mariners. Let's take care of this. Right quick like. You know how I do. And a Mike Trout die cut. I'm trying to take care of all the die cuts. I don't want to miss those. Oh, really, Scott? Really now? Oh, okay. All right, bring it on. Bring it on, man. Mizarowski. Brew Crew. Basalo. Gonzalez. Kova, Arias, Pena, and Santa. I've seen all the good prospects today. I don't think I've missed a single one. They've been here. They've been a part of this. And Ryan Sloan. They're showing up. They've existed. Just like Gonzalez. We've got Aloy for the Orioles, Figueroa, Florentino. That's nasty. Like we're hitting them all. We're hitting them all. DePaula, J.R. Ritchie for the Braves. That is out of 150. And Noah Schultz. We're hitting them all. They're all showing up today. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. There's the same exact breaks pin at the bottom of your screen. I don't think anybody's really been annihilated today. I think everybody's gotten enough to either break even or take care of themselves. I've just seen too much of all the prospects. And these are just the ones that I studied last night and early this morning. I've seen them all. Fernando Tatis, die cut, Vladdy Guerrero Jr., Sung Yoon Kim, Ortiz, Tunic, Valdez, and Maury, Moon, and Caleb Bonemer. It ain't much. Yamamoto. Jude Warwick for the Tigers. That's enough, Tigers. You got 2 autos now. Come on, man. Tight chain, yes. I don't remember. It's not an auto, but yes. I can't remember who it was, but yes, I remember top loading it. I think it was your main prospect on the silver. Julio Rodriguez, or I mean on the refractor. Willits, Jesus Made. Hey, there's your boy right there. DeVries, Martinez, and Mayfield. We got a little bit of paper base, that's all. It's just a little bit. It's no big deal. Oh, hold up. Wait a minute. It's a chop. Santana. Out of $3.99, and Pena for the Mets. Hi, Misty. Hi. Hey. 13 squads still available in the shop right now. That means there's got to be at least somebody easy, like real easy. There's old Bubba Chandler again. Bryce Matthews for the Astros, red. Sal Stewart. Sorry, whoever had the Reds. You can't have this. Sorry, Matt Law. This was never in the break. Roman Anthony. Lennon. Wyatt Sanford. There's your boy right there, bro. Your redemption. Polanco, Guillen, and Abel. J-Wham, J-Wham. Bryce Rainier for the Tigers. Yeah, it's so unfortunate that Sal Stewart actually wasn't in there, bro. Isn't that terrible? It looked like he was in there, and then it wasn't. All of a sudden, it wasn't actually there. It's a shame. It's a real shame. Oh, you don't be in here talking trash, Danny. You already got your deed. Trying to get more deeds. I want double deeds. Oh, I gotta be careful there, don't I? J-Wham, I'm good, bro. We've been ripping baseball all morning. It's another die cut. Oh, yes, you did, Danny. Who's the other team? Walker Jenkins, without me having to look. That's Twins, by the way. Ferrara, Duran, Braden Montgomery, and Dorchis. I don't remember who it was, bro. Oh, okay. Colt Emerson for the Mariners. He's pretty good, too. He's pretty good. Yes, he is. All right, hang on. I got a ton of base here. Let me get this out of the way real quick before it falls over. That's how much is in these jumbos, by the way. We need a Caglione, Brian. Okay, I see you. Brian says we need a Caglione, and not like in a little bit, like right now. The Guardians auto is Nelson. Bowman first. Nelson. C9. I don't personally know him, but hey. We take deeds when we can get them. No matter what format they are. Okay, I got some of that base out of my way. I see you, Diapers. I see you. Come on, come on. We got 3 jumbo packs left. We still got a Topps Chrome Black Hobby, and we got a Delight. I mean, it's not done yet. No, it's not. But Danny won't stop. He can't stop. He won't stop. Roman Anthony, Mitchell, Verhonda, Hageman, Carlson, and Shelton. We've got Theo Guillen for the Rays. There's a little Roman Anthony action again for the Sox. Correct, Danny. Correct. If that, I'll put it this way, Danny. That card right there, if he ends up being a true nasty elite prospect, you're going to wish you didn't get rid of that card. You might get rid of it now, but I'm just saying if he ends up being like, I don't know, one of the best players in the entire league, yeah, that's the card you want to have. Alfred Duno out of 125 for the Reds. Savage for the Blue Jays. Pete Crow, Armstrong, Weatherholt, Pena, Urbina, Montero, and Dvalin. And Bo Davidson. You savage. Use a savage. You savage. You savage. All right, last jumbo pack. Red Colson, there he is. Hadn't seen him all day until right now. Who got the White Sox? Larry, nice hit, bro. Colson Montgomery on the auto, or I'm sorry, on the red rookie refractor for the White Sox. We'd seen the other Montgomery all morning. We hadn't seen him, though. We've got Quinn Irons out of 299 on the auto for the Rays. And that is Seth Van Fleet. Not bad. Roman Anthony's been showing up. Rodriguez, Pierce, Lelaine, Emerson, and Kilby. Yeah, Danny, I can confidently tell you your teams are covered. And then some. That much I do know. Shing-Sin Ko for the Dodgers. All right, let's go to Topps Chrome Black. No, we are not. No, we are not. Same exact break is pinned at the bottom of your screen. I still think it's 13 teams left because once I brought it up earlier, I don't think I've seen any teams move. So somebody's still in there chilling. And I mean somebody easy to get, not just big teams. Somebody's in there chilling. Juan Soto. Verlander. Went to high school with him. Jung-Hoo Lee. Lou Bob out of 199. Julio Rodriguez and George Springer. Lou Bob. No, C9. The paper base is only the paper base. That's it. Not Bowman first, not rookies, just the base cards, which are going to be a lot. Gilbert, Chapman, Simeon, Eugenio Suarez out of 50, gold. Mason Wynn and Dylan Cruz. So you figure you can get a whole bunch of the, like with those base cards, you probably end up with a whole bunch of Shoheis and a whole bunch of, like, you'll end up with a whole bunch of the good players. A little Drew Gilbert action. We hit his auto earlier. It's right here, Mendo. Look. All right, let's see what this encased card is here. Out of 25, my goodness gracious. I don't want to never hear another thing, Danny. Danny, who's that guy? Danny, who's that? Danny, who's that? It's an empty box right here. Barry Bonds, orange auto out of 25. Yikes. Look at that smile. It is Karl Malone. Good job, caught him. And the Pirates just sat there. They just sat there and sat there and sat there. You know how that goes. All right, here we go. We got a delight left. Danny, my boy. Danny. Empty. Plenty of color in there, that's for sure. Eric Hartman. Kendry Churio we want. Walcott. Another Colson Montgomery. So rule of thumb is, Larry, is that if you hit the same card twice, the second one goes to the dealer. Thanks, Larry. Oh my goodness. Y'all leaving the Pirates was a terrible, terrible mistake. A terrible, terrible mistake. Florentino auto out of 250. This is insane. This is absolutely insane. The Pirates, bro, you're so paid. You're like so overpaid. It's insane. There's an A. Gitas. Moon. Mayfield for the Padres out of 250, Cabrera out of 250, and Ethan Holiday to end it out. Yikes. I need to get a thing of top loaders. I just didn't have quite enough for that break. Holy moly, bro. Bruh. Justin, we don't care about him. We just hit 50 billion different people. He's irrelevant right now, all right? He doesn't matter. He doesn't matter. But no, we didn't. But he doesn't matter. He's irrelevant. In this break, he's irrelevant. We don't have to worry about people like that. All right? We don't have to worry about people like that. Not when Barry Bonds is there and Wyatt Sanford gold autos and stuff. Florentino autos. Like we don't need to worry about anybody else. All right? Moon's been showing up all day, I know that. Gides has got a little bit of wax at the bottom of his card. That's right, Danny. Tell all your friends. Let them all know. Don't let them forget. All right, I'm going to do a recap of this, and then I'll see what's off the board in the next one. I think we're closer to single digits now. I don't think we're quite there, but we'll get there. Holy moly, bro. Holy moly. You could have shared a little bit of the wealth with everybody. Just a little bit. I mean, we had plenty of good cards for everybody, but what in the world? Holy moly. I already am, Danny. All right, recap. C9, there was some decent Guardians in there. And also, you guys got to realize I didn't top load some of the... There are some good cards over here that will be top loaded after the fact. Like, first year, all that. Like, there's good stuff sitting right beside me. So, this is just a recap of what I top loaded. Churio, Montgomery, Gides, Moon, and Mayfield for the Padres. Cabrera for the Angels. Duno for the Reds. That was actually numbered to 125. Ethan Holiday, Drew Gilbert, Roman Anthony, and Savage, Guillen, Jenkins, and Emerson. Joe, what's up, bro? Just been ripping some baseball today. Santana, Tatis Jr., Mizorowski, Basallo, Gonzalez, Trout, White, McLean, Made, Weatherholt, and Sproat. Perez, Tillman, Taylor's out of 75, and Churio. Caden, Scarborough, Aloy and Witt Jr., Salas, Caminero, Hope, and Churio. We had a Drew Gilbert, Basallo, Houston was out of 199. Williams, Judge, Arana, Anthony out of 25. Holiday, Arquette, Griffin. Oh, we did get a Connor Griffin. Look, he was there. Fiend, Peyton Toll, J.R. Ritchie out of 150. Kyle Tucker out of 50. Ethan Holiday, Andrew Fisher, Juan Soto out of 399. Not any autos or anything, Brandon. I sure haven't. Jenkins, Churio, Suarez out of 50. Lou Bob out of 199. Another Colson Montgomery. Roman Anthony, Sal Stewart. Roman Anthony, Aloy. Florentino. Matthews, Warwick. Florentino out of 250. Bro. Enough. Nelson for the Guardians. Braden Montgomery. Fernandez. Garcia for the Pirates. Irons out of 299. Kevin McGonigal auto for the Tigers out of 499. Y'all ready for this? Carson Williams. Gill for the White Sox. Nelly Taylor for the Red Sox. Cade Snell for the Cubs. Edward Florentino out of 250 auto for the Pirates. Barry Bonds orange auto out of 25 for the Pirates. And Wyatt Sankford gold ink variation out of 15 for the Pirates. Pirates, 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 you paid. All right. This is break 5429. All replays go to YouTube. It is live streaming right now. If you think you might miss some of this break and you are in it, take a screenshot right now. That way you're not like, what break did I have? All you have to do is go look at the picture and see what the break number was. Then go to YouTube and go to 238 Cards and find it. It's rip time in America, folks. Let's get this right here. I'm going to take these down so they don't fall because they like to do that. And let's get our jumbo on. Let's get our jumbo on. Oh, one more thing. All right, it's ripping time. One more again on a Wednesday morning/afternoon. Good luck. It is Losh. But I'll be back in the morning, and Mr. and Mrs. will be on the night. Empty. And let's see here. We start out with Mizorowski. That's not bad for the Brew Crew. Aaron Judge. Churio. Arana for the Marlins. Quintana. Pena. Santa. And our last one is Gage Jump. That's one of the best, one of the top pitching prospects in this. There he is. He appears. Say his name and he appears. And the red Mizorowski's not bad either. Going to Elliott. Jacob, nothing crazy. And you can see some of these are rookies. Some of them are just regular base. Daniel Pierce for the Rays. Acuna Jr., Lacombe, Noth, Harbor, DePaula, Davalillo for the Rangers out of 150. And you can see some are Bowman first, some are just regular base. And Cam Collier, there he is. Wow, dude, I don't have any of this guy yet. We got the Reds. I don't have any of him yet, bro. We'll take it. We'll take it. And I'm a Reds fan. So what does that tell you? Somebody let me know when the Shop the Stand givey's over so I can check to see who won it in case it ends up being somebody that's, I don't know. Just more so that I know. That's all. Thank you, Beantown. Fernandez for the Guardians. Man, they've hit a lot of autos today. They've hit a lot of autos today. C9, you have upgraded your PC today. Judge Arroyo for the Marlins. Frabros, Taylor, Valdez, and Maury. And Nate George for the Orioles. We'll take that too. Aaron Judge on the die cut. TJ Rumfield for the Yankees on the auto out of 150. Okay, all right. So be it, Ellipsis. Have yourself a Yankees first, Bowman first auto. How about that? Caglione, Pena, Urbina, Rodriguez and King, Brimner. And again, some of these will be top-loaded after the fact, you guys. I'm just going after the more important stuff. That's all. The Bieguns. Here, I'll take care of Jack since he's sitting right here beside me. I mean, come on. You Savage for the Blue Jays. Juan Soto, Daniel Pierce, Lelaine, Lewis, Dickinson, Peterson out of 299 for the Nationals. There you go, Nationals, going to K. Walter. A little bit of both regular base and Bowman first paper with Josue DePaula. Yeah, we want that, Dodgers. About time we got a little something for you, Jared. Nothing crazy, but we want that. We'll take that. All right, let me take care of these. 1 minute left on the Givey. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Jumbo Madness. Pink. Yamamoto out of 175 for the Dodgers. See, I told you, bro. It was your time. It's your time right now. It's your time to shine, bro. Today's the day. And another one. There's Nick Kurtz on the die cut. Justin Gonzalez for the Red Sox. Kova, Arias, and Hope. And it's like a mixture of regular base and Bowman first right there. And Jesus Made for the Brew Crew. Thank you. Let me go check real quick. I just want to see who won so I can address them. Eugene Young. Eugene Young. Where are you? Eugene, I'm talking to you. Hey, Eugene. Hey, Eugene. Bruh. Eugene. Hey. Hey, Eugene. Eugene. Hey, Eugene. Well, as of right now, Eugene has not claimed it and has not put anything in the chat. Eugene might be doomed. He may never get a shot at that. We might have to run it again. But you never know. They might just reappear. There he is. Hi, Eugene. You need to claim it, brother. All right, you claimed it. Hey, I'm not going to say that name 5 times because somebody might appear. So, Eugene, wait till I'm done with this break, and we will do Shop the Stand. Just watch the break. We'll just chill and watch some cards, and then we'll do that for you. Okay? Okay? Okay. Roman Anthony, red. Freddie Freeman, Aaron Judge, Figueroa, Florentino, Kim, Yannick, and Arquette. And we got a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and a little bit of that. And Steel Hall for the Reds. You can then get with this, and you can get with that. Or you could get with this, and you could get with that. And if you just so happen to miss out on what we did today with these, I'll do some more tomorrow. Now, I probably won't start with it. But we'll do some more. Okay? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Redemption. Topps Online Redemption Card. Congratulations! You are due to receive a Chrome Prospect 1 autograph variation refractor parallel of Juan Sanchez for them Blue Jays. Holla at a player when you see him in the streets. That's Bird to Legend. He knew. He knew all along he was going to get a Juan Sanchez redemption. He told me. He was like, I'm going to get that. And then he did. It's right here. Redemption, another Alloy, Ortiz, Tunic, Willits, Monastery, and Namala. Tyson Lewis. All the Reds are showing up. And BMAC is just randomly putting the Red Sox in there. Just cuz. Just like, let me randomly put Red Sox in there. Felt like the right thing to do. Juan Soto. Still haven't seen a numbered one of these. Come on, man. Bobby Witt Jr., Jesus Made, DeVries, Killian, Arnold, and Riley Nelson on the reptile print, and Level. Mr. Nelson. Man, these jumbos don't mess around. My goodness. No Mario, not yet. Nope, sure haven't. Plenty of good cards, though. Barry Bonds autos and whatnot. 101 superfractors and stuff like that. Shohei, Ohtani, Mookie Betts. What'd I tell you, bro? Anderson, White, Bullard, Martinez, and Mayfield. I could feel it. I could feel it deep down inside. And Billy Carlson. I could feel it. The Dodgers were going to get some deeds. And they haven't even stopped yet. This is one box of the break. Everything you see right now is one box. Chase Burns on the red for the Reds. Kyle Teal, Encarnacion, Hill, Mitchell, Guillen, and Ebel. And to end it out, Namala for the Blue Jays. We take those two. Yep, we take those two. Kyle Teal. And a Chase Burns. Well, these jumbos ain't no joke, gang. They're not no joke. No. It's like what is it? Hang on. It's almost, what, like 400 cards almost? Over 400 cards? I don't know if I did that math right in my head or not, but I think it is. It's close to it anyways. Acuna. Connor Griffin, Electric Sluggers. Veranda. Hageman. Braden Montgomery. Dorchis. Charlie Condon out of 299. And Josuar Gonzalez for the Giants. Got a lot of good players on these particular cards. The top 100. We've gotten quite a few of the good ones there. Charlie Condon was chilling in there. Now we're going to do a Topps Chrome Black. Then we're going to do a Delight, and then we're going to do everything we just did one more time. And that'll be the break. It is TJ Rumfield, Taylor. TJ Rumfield. Juan Soto, Gilbert, Neto, Brady House out of 99 for the Nationals, Lou Bob out of 75, and Julio Rodriguez. We'll take those. Yep, we'll definitely take those. Lou Bob action. Little Brady House action out of 99. Matt Chapman, Seager, Gallen, Hernandez, Augustin Ramirez out of 150. That's the Marlins and George Springer. What is chilling in this encased? Right here. Empty box. Looks like a Guardian to me. CJ Kafus. Looky there, bro. Had I pulled you his auto before? I don't know. Maybe not. Well, I did today. CJ Kafus for the Guardians. All right, Delight. Get over here, Delight. We're not waiting around for these such things. Empty. Verbose. Owens. Sam Peterson out of 499. Akamoto, red. Caden Scarborough out of 99. Green Lava. Yes, you absolutely want this card, Bird to Legend. There ain't no doubt about it. Nice hit, bro. Nice hit. Congrats. Daniil Ortiz out of 299 for the Cardinals. Lennon out of 125 for the Nationals. Jack Wheeler out of 250. Zaire Hope out of 99. And Johnny Farmello for the Mariners. Nice hit, Bird to Legend. That's a nice hit. It's a good one. That's a we take those if I ever seen one. Okay. I pulled his auto earlier, but I don't think it was out of 99. I think it was out of 150. We definitely want Caden Scarborough autos. That I do know. And a little Sam Peterson action. All right, let's get back into the jumbo madness. Couple of wild and crazy guys. Look at this bad Mamma Jam. Look at it. I should just get 2 jumbos and they could be my dumbbells. Each box weighs 48 pounds. No, it doesn't, but it weighs a pretty good amount. Emptiness. Got some paper base and some rookies in that. Chase Burns again. Ellie on the Electric Sluggers. Juan Torres, Condon, Mejia, and Rumfield with Ramos. Some more paper base and first Bowmans with a Gavin Bean. So it's incorporated in with it, Mario. It's not all paper base. There's a lot of paper base, yes, but you see, look, all right, there's a rookie, there's a rookie, there's a rookie, there's a rookie. There's some paper base, paper base, paper base, paper base, rookie, DePaula for the Dodgers, JoJo Parker, Doyle, Nelson, Owens, and Culpepper. And then you've got some first Bowmans in there too. So base, first Bowman, base, first Bowman, base. Espinoza out of 75 and Braden Montgomery. Who opened door? Where you go? I feel like I hearing things. Somebody opened that door. I know they did. No fibbing. I know it happened. I hope it happened. It's either that or I might need some help. One of the two. Jackson Churio, Mike Trout, David Shields, Peterson, Jackson, Waldschmidt, and Coppin. And Liam Doyle. That's why I was saying the good news is that with the vast majority of these teams, first of all, you're not going to know all the good players, okay? You're just not. We know some of them, but we won't know who the vast majority of these people are until well down the road when they take over and they start doing well in the league, in the minor leagues. And then they'll go up to the majors. We'll know it. And then you'll have to go. It'll be like this is 2026, so it'll be like 2029. And you'll have to go back to when you got into this break and be like, well, didn't I get an auto for that? I did get an auto of that guy. And then all of a sudden, instead of it being $20, it's $800 or even more. That's Bowman. That's the magic of Bowman. There's Moon again on the auto. Connor Griffin, Daniel Hernandez, Gitas, Carey for the Braves, Mitchell and Salas. And Florentino for the Pirates. Somebody put something in the chat so I know I'm not tripping and it's still working and all that good stuff. Please and thank you. And then Kendall puts yo-yo. What up, Kendall? Yo-yo, Kendall. Stink Pickle in the house, y'all. Look at this. It's the triumvirate of yos. Fortnite's here with the yo. Kendall's here with yo-yo. Kyle's here with howdy howdy. Fresh Coast put something in there, and I don't know what it means. It makes my brain hurt, and I feel sad inside. I don't know what it means, but whatever it is, that's what happened. Jack Caglione for the Royals going to J-Fred. There he is, J-Fred. There he is. Spence, you already know the answer to that. They've been everywhere. We're not done yet. We're going to see some more. Waldschmidt for the... Is that the Diamondbacks? Yep. Pete Crow Armstrong, Arroyo, Warwick, Thien, Lynn, Jack Wheeler for the Rangers out of 125, and Travis Bazzana. Spencer, ask Big Los if he got a deed today. Say, Big Los, did you get any deeds today? Pete Crow Armstrong out of 499. Basalo, Davalillo, Wheeler, Connor Griffin, Hunter, Celestine. That's right. Big Los did get a deed. It was a super deed. Kevin McGonigal for the Tigers, the number 2 prospect out of the 100 that they ranked. There he is. That's him. That's him right there. All right. Well, you don't know that, Danny. You already did annihilate the other break, didn't you? Spence, what, huh? Are you saying you were in some other breaks or something? I'm sorry, I'm confused. What are you talking about, Spence? Huh? What do you mean? Well, we've seen plenty of red rookies, I'll tell you that. That I do know. I don't... What does a case full mean? Does that mean like one in every pack? Was it a jumbo? Was it a delight? What are we talking about here, Spence? What are we talking about? What? That is weird. Basalo. I haven't opened a regular hobby. Was it a regular hobby box that came out of? Not the jumbo? Said he opened an entire box of, and it had all red rookies in it. That's all that was in it.
Have you seen the boxes? There's boxes, I think there might be a hobby, where when you open it up, it's like snacks. Like the refractors are all different snacks. It's like one in 40 cases or something like that.
I pulled one there. I did see like it's got a grass variation. The border is like grass.
One too. Yeah.
Alex Freeland out of 150 rookie for the Dodgers.
That sounds like Joe Blue's favorite card.
Edward Florentino for the Pirates. Madonna, Houston, Gutierrez, Carlson, and Shelton. And then we got a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of that, and J.R. Ritchie. It does not end here with this jumbo. We still got 2 hobbies sitting over there. Stink, he's not reading the chat. Whenever he comes in here, he's not usually looking at the chat. So don't feel bad. Ya Savage for the Blue Jays. Caminero, Guerrero Jr. Dvalin, hang on. Gonzalez for the Giants, we'll take that. And Celestin for the Mariners. It's a lot of cards. It's a lot of cards, folks. It's a lot of cards. Between the jumbos alone, that's 800 cards. Poor Noah and Kobe. 800 cards between 2 boxes. Now, granted, the other ones are nice and easy. One's 13 and one's 10. So it's not bad. It ain't bad.
This is the last one, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you doing phonetics tonight?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
We can probably do a random or something like that.
Okay. Holiday, Lennon, Sanford, Polanco, Net, and Aloy. Something's about to show up in this box. I got me a feeling. LaGrange. I just got me one of them feelings. Something's about to appear, like Joe Hendry and then like a thief in the night. Sal Stewart, Ethan Holiday, Coy James, Ferrara, Rodriguez, Irish, and Jude Warwick for the Tigers out of 199. Now this is another thing I want to relay to you guys is that there is a ton of these cards right here that are excellent cards. They all aren't getting top loaded immediately. So I don't want you to like get your head down and be like, man, I didn't get you. Most people are doing just fine in this. They're doing just fine. Sal Stewart. And then our last jumbo pack. Alex Freeland, red. Arias for the Blue Jays. Auto, Bobby Witt Jr., Duran, Brito, Mendez, Walcott, and Ethan Holiday. And then we've got some base with a little Gage Wood. What number 100, Gage. That'd be nice, Danny. I'd like to see one. We've opened quite a few boxes today. That would be a cherry on top. I sure did, Kirby. I sure did. I remember that all too well. That was fun. Yep, that was fun. So it looks like I'll probably... We're going to have to start with football, though, because I told everybody that was there last night that we were going to do that break again. But we might be able to do a little baseball mixer after that tonight. And you know where I'm going to be at. Most of you do, anyways. If you don't, somebody put it in the chat for me. Come on. I got somebody in here that can do it. I believe in you. You can do it. You can do it. Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Where am I going to be tonight? Where am I going to be at? Where am I going to be at? Seth knew that's where I'm going to be tonight. So you have to download that app. You have to download that app. Well, I guess it depends, Danny. because it's all R to the Ando over there. Everything's one set price. Thank you, World of Sports. Some people like that better. Less stress. What he just put in the chat, Fresh Coast, World of Sports, right there. You have to download that app. It's still 238 cards. Savage, Beck, Suarez, Karros for the Rockies, Stanton and Troy Melton for the Tigers. Rockies been getting pretty good deeds all day too. Right now, snow tomorrow. Volpe, Holiday, Thomas, Garcia out of 199, Cody Bellinger, and Brandon Lowe. There's you a nice Garcia, bro. You got one in the other break too, but that's not bad. These Topps Chrome Black hold pretty good value. Long term. Well, I guess the question you need to ask yourself, Danny, is if you want to hang out with Primo or not. That's the question you have to ask. All that other stuff's irrelevant. Empty box. Peter, I've hit some good ones. Nothing like big. But yeah, he's showed up plenty. Out of 50, White Sox. Edgar Quiero. And that is Sweetness. We needed it, Sweetness. We needed it. Yes, we did. Look, the Rockies show you a little love, and then Quiero shows up. Okay. It's Delight. The Delight is the finale. And then I'll do a recap of this. Mr. and Mrs. will be on tonight right here. And I'll be on that other platform just like I said. Right around 6 o'clock Central. They'll be on at 5:30 Central most of the time. 99% of the time. Max Clark. Walker Jenkins, Salas out of 150, Cole Young for them Mariners. We got a redemption. It's redemption time. Topps online redemption card. Congratulations. You are due to receive a Chrome Prospect, 1 autograph, variation HTA choice refractor parallel of Andrew Fisher. For the Brewers, that is sick, Elliot. Bro. Definitely want that. Nice hit, bro. Yikes. Man, we pulled some really good cards today. And this is right up there with them. Nice hit. We've got David Shields, gold auto out of 50 for the Royals. That is gold lava. He sure is, Dennis. Yes, he sure is. Tyson Lewis for the Reds out of 250. Mitchell for the Astros. German out of 250. And Roman Anthony to end it out. We pulled some really, really good cards today, you guys. All right, let me do a recap of this break. Again, Mr. and Mrs. will be on tonight, right here, 5:30 Central. I'll be on the other platform at 6 o'clock Central. And then I'll be right back at this tomorrow morning, which we can do some more of these in the afternoon if you guys want to. That's the plan anyways. But I got to do a recap of this. I appreciate each and every one of you that hopped in. If you missed any of the breaks, you can just go over to YouTube. 238 Cards on YouTube is where it's at. And that's that for now. This has been a fun morning. Thank you, everybody. This is fun. That makes it fun when you're pulling cards like this. That makes it real fun. That's true, Danny. Danny, you were covered no matter what. You were covered no matter what. Win, lose, or draw in this break, you were good to go, which is kind of nice. That's not always the case. Most of the time, it's like, all right, well, I need a deed to make up for whatever. All right, here we go. We've got Salas, Young, Lewis, Mitchell, German, Roman Anthony, Freeland, Bobby Witt, Sal Stewart, Holiday, Yasavage, Caminero, Gonzalez, Klein, Pete Crow Armstrong, Basalo, Wheeler, Griffin, Owen Carey, and Florentino. And you still got some hits in this, Danny. It might not be enough to take care of all of what that spot was, but you still got some hits. Churio, Montgomery, Torres, Peterson, Okamoto, Lillan, Wheeler, Hope, Acuna Jr., Connor Griffin, Charlie Condon out of 299, Burns, Gonzalez, Teal, Namala, Soto, Witt Jr., and Nelson. Tyson Lewis, Judge, Florentino, Arquette, Hall, Gonzalez, Made and George, Pierce and Judge. We had CJ Kafis and Edgar Quiero out of 50. Put both these gents over here real quick. Right. House, Dava Lillo, DePaula, Kurtz, Yamamoto, Judge, Acuna, Lubov, Yasavage, Collier, Jump, Florentino, Ramirez, Espinoza out of 75, DePaula, Caglione, Mizorowski, Churio, and Roman Anthony. We've got Kevin McGonigal, Caglione and Peterson, Garcia, Holiday, Karros, Warwick. Is he related to Eric? I'm curious. That's not a very common last name. Warwick, Holiday, Shields, Gold Lava out of 50, Arias, Moon, Freeland, Daniil Ortiz out of 299 on the auto, Shohei, Juan Sanchez, Redemption, TJ Rumfield out of 150, Fernandez on the auto for the Guardians, Caden Scarborough, Green Lava out of 99, and the Andrew Fisher HTH Horse Refractor Parallel Variation auto of Andrew Fisher for the Brew Crew. Well, we had us quite the day today, folks. Let's get this to the side. All this stuff should go out tomorrow at some point. So, yeah, a couple of deeds here and a couple of deeds there. A couple of deeds almost anywhere. And I want to put this base off to my side here real quick. Perfect. All right. Thank you so much, everybody. Appreciate you. I'm going to stop YouTube. Again, Mr. and Mrs. will be on in just a few short, like 3 hours. Roughly 3 hours, Mr. and Mrs. will be back on.